in Australia, it's African people everywhere. I'm just a sore thumb because the way I think I look different. Like
it's those shoes.
Damn, bro. Hey, shout out J. Cole. J. Cole, I know you're watching this podcast right now.
I'm defending your
J. Cole's at home watching this like crying, bro.
The dreamer joints, man.
We out here chasing dreams, trying to catch them like receivers. Heavy on the grind, trying to turn you to believers. Yeah, we see you hating from the bleachers. Coming with the gas, hot and ready.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and ghetto people all around the world, and all the who else should we shout out? Anybody else want to shout out?
Yeah.
All the Europeans.
Shout to hey, we gotta shout out Joe's mom.
Yeah.
I rock with Joe's mom for sure. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
make sure you're talking to the mic when you're ready to, we have a lovely special guest in the podcast today. Someone we haven't seen in, I don't even know how many. Like it seems like 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We just talked about it.
It seems like it wasn't that long ago, but then she was like, "Oh, you're 31 now. You're old as fuck."
Yeah. She just clowned both of us.
Yeah, you were counting us hard.
Yeah.
Well, we got ASAP. Is it Joce or Josh?
No. Let me introduce.
Okay.
Yo, so we
go
got
ahead.
one of the homegirls, one of the dopest little shotties in the building. You feel me? all everybody because I posted her on my Instagram like a minute ago. We did like a little skit or something like that,
we did.
and everybody was like, "Yo, is that Hailee Steinfeld?"
I was literally gonna say, yo, we got Hailee Steinfeld on the building. It's like, yo,
I'm
gonna use that as clickbait, by the way. So
I was like, yo. So it's my dog. We met we met before the pandemic, a long time ago. Like her car was broke down or something like that, and me and Isaac, we try to help her fix it. I've
heard the story. You guys.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about nothing, but I guess we
and I
did.
Can tell.
Yeah, we did something.
I can tell.
We did something. But then after that, man, we just became homies. And this our dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to ASAP Joce, everybody.
ASAP Joce. We need a soundboard so we can make like little noises or something.
Thanks,
well, welcome
guys.
to
Thank
the
you.
Above the Multiverse podcast.
Above the Multiverse.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Avery Harden.
I'm Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. We call her Joce.
Is it Joce or Joss? Because like it's like Jocelyn, but then it's like Josie, then it's like
Right.
ASAP Joce. Like it's just it don't matter.
I think it could be Jossie, or Jocelyn.
Okay.
But I've never heard Joce before.
I say Joce all the time.
Avery says Joce. Yeah, okay,
yes.
so that's why I'm confused. See, Avery be fucking me up, bro. Like, that's the whole thing. Like
I like to be different, dog.
I'm like, bro,
I like to be different. You know what I'm saying? Because like even now, everybody calls him Adrian, and I love when I say Dree. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
I'll be like, yo, Dree.
You know what's funny? It's funny because like my neighbor, so like Ant, he was on the podcast before you guys have seen him, but Ant, like he calls me, he's like, oh, the Dreester. Every time he sees me, he's like the Dreester. What's up, the Dreester? And then my other friend Al, that was also lived next door. I think it's my neighbors. They just call me weird shit. I don't know why, but Al, he was like, I forgot what he calls me. Like he's always like, oh, Dreesky. He's like, oh, Dreesky. What's up, Dreesky?
Oh God, that's funny.
So,
your friends build up a name for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's funny
you
because
be calling me Ave.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
other people I thought everyone calls you Ave.
I call him Ave.
Yeah, I think that's
I guess my friends call me Ave.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is
I think
Avery.
it's Yeah, I think it's just a little too formal. Avery's too formal. You know?
What's up, Avery? What's up, Avery?
But yeah, guys, welcome to the podcast. We have special guests, obviously, and we're just I don't know what we're gonna talk about today. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm sure.
Well, I definitely want to
just flows.
I definitely want to talk about the homegirl Joce because she's up in here, man. She just actually got back from Europe.
Yeah, she left us for a long time. She was a little too good for us. She was eating escargot, and she was eating escargot.
Her Instagram was popping. Like you thought it was like a tour blogger, like a tourist blogger.
Yeah, seriously.
You know
I'm like she's a fashion blogger now.
She was at the soccer games, dog.
She came in here. The first thing she did, she's like, "Hey, Avery, what's up those shoes?" Like the first thing, she's like,
she was mashing on my J. Cole's.
Yeah, she was like,
he's heat, by the way, and she hating, but you know, it is what it. She is a fashion guru, so I give her some love. So what was you doing in Europe? Tell us what you were doing in Europe.
Yeah, I was getting my master's.
And she got her master's.
And I got my master's.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah,
master's in what?
In
pimping?
fashion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fashion.
in fashion.
That's why she was bagging on my shoes.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
she's like, I've never seen anybody use that color palette before. That's a little different. She's like, I'm not saying they're ugly, but they're just, I wouldn't wear them, you know? Yeah, it's all good, you know? But you got the nice kicks on.
Yeah, I have my dunks on today.
Yeah, I got the Yeezy, or
Ultra
not the
Boost.
Ultra Boost, yeah, not the Yeezys.
Not Yeezys.
Yeah.
Take it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not racist, so I love Jewish people, okay, guys?
Dree just got some J's. He got some Air Force Ones.
Did he really?
Sorry, Air Force Ones from Jordan.
Sorry, I'm messing with the camera too much.
Yeah.
What kind, Dree?
They're just Jordan 1s, right?
Yeah, I think they're like mids. I don't know what the name is.
Besides Jordan 1.
I don't know. Hey, I'll grab them.
Everyone
I keep standing up. But here, watch.
I don't know what the name of the J's are, but they're pretty nice. You know what I mean?
Wait, where'd you get them from?
His mom got them.
My mom got them for me for my birthday.
Yeah. You got some J's.
Let me know if they're heat or not. Let me know if they're heat or not. Are they bad or are they not?
He got mids.
Is that bad?
They mid? Are they mid?
No.
Is that bad?
Are they mid?
They're mids.
What's that mean?
Uh-oh.
I thought all Jordan 1s were fine. I don't wear Jordan 1s.
They're cool.
All right. Hey, this from a fashion. This is she got a master's in fashion, so I've only worn them once. But
wait, what's wrong with Jordan mids? I've never worn Jordan mids. Jordan 1s, I thought they were all fine.
Any mid in Nike is just forbidden in my book, to be honest.
Damn.
The 3s are mids. The 4s are mids. What are you talking about?
Mid, get it out of
there. They
there.
don't say mid, but they're mids.
Right.
If they're mids, then they're mid.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
if
the
it's
3s.
A mid, get out. No, I'm picky with like all of my Jordans. There's certain numbers that I just refuse. But
Damn.
The 11s are mids.
Exactly.
Basically, they're the hardest Jordan.
Right, but I think
Okay,
Right.
yo, I rock with Joce. She got great fashion. Don't get me wrong, everybody. Joce has amazing fashion. Look at her now. She's swagging right now.
Yeah.
I get it. But
got the
when
jacket
it comes
half
to
on, half
shoes,
off.
like she bagged on one of my phone posits. Like
that was
it's crazy. Like it's okay. See, this is my thing. This is what I'm gonna just say this, and then Joce, you can come after me if you want to. I think everybody has their own fashion.
Agreed.
And I don't think there is a specific way to wear certain things. Like me personally, this is my only stickler thing is you can't wear Team Jordans. That's my only thing.
Okay.
If it's on the retro card, that's fine. And also, if your shoes are clean, like why do we even care if somebody likes to wear Skechers? I wouldn't wear Skechers, but I'm not gonna trip about somebody else wearing Skechers.
I was gonna get the light up ones.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't rock those.
So when Joce,
those are the springs in them. So
when Joce pull up on me, because me and Joce are cool, and she be roasting me, I'll be like, man, I'm not trying to be who's her guy she likes? ASAP Rocky. I'm not trying to be. ASAP Rocky's a guru in fashion. I'm not trying to be ASAP Rocky. I'm trying to be Avery Harden, which is a odd combination of fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you wore the right color because we're in Long Beach. So as long as you're not wearing red, that's the only fashion I live by. Is I wear solid colors that are not red or blue or green or
Smart.
Yeah, you know,
Smart.
I have to live. I have to live.
I know.
I can't get shot in my fucking neighborhood.
I hear you. You gotta wear neutral colors, but Joce got it going on, man. Joce is I rock with her fashion for sure.
So tell us about your journey going to. So last time we saw you, you were in LA.
Yeah.
You were talking about how much you wanted to go to Europe and how you were like, this was your dream. You're gonna leave us forever, and you hated us, and like you never want to see us again. And then you left.
Definitely said those things.
Yeah, and then she left us. And we haven't seen her in I haven't seen you in like 2 years, maybe, if not. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, like 2 years. So okay, so tell us about your little journey. Tell us from the beginning, like how did it all, you know, what happened? How did it?
So I mean, it was a crazy journey. That's all I can really start with. I had a goal, and that was to get out of here because, you know,
you're from LA, right?
I'm from LA, yes. So I think like just
that's for everybody. Everybody got to get out of their city.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I did the same thing.
It's not for everybody, you know, but for me personally, like I just saw a better life outside of America, and I wanted to explore it, and I got to explore it, and I got the answers that I needed, and
now you're back.
Right, I'm back.
Now you're back. The answers were wrong, Sway.
Yeah.
I'll play.
She said that she didn't want to be back, though. She wants to be over there.
She said.
So I get it. I understand. I mean, like you asked Drew earlier, like, has he traveled? I think he has, and I think for me personally, I don't know about Drew, I don't know about you, but being out of this country is one of the greatest feelings in the world.
It's dope, seriously.
Yeah, like I love traveling.
So where did you go first? You got into school, but what school did you get into? Like, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I got into a business program at a business school called GBSB in Barcelona. So I was able to do my master's there in fashion. Damn. And then throughout the year, I kind of made the decision. Everybody has like their own journey, right? So you guys can either like stay in school and just kind of like stay in the city. Barca is a great city. Like there's so
and see how
much
she's
to
dropping.
do.
She's like Barcelona. You know,
Barcelona.
she's like, oh, I'm in Bars
she
now.
hit you with that.
Yeah, she like she don't even say Spain. She says, Psst.
Yeah.
It's a cool city. Like
cool.
it's cool for young adults. Like it's such a poppin' city. There's so much to do. Like nightlife is great. Like every day is honestly like something brand new. So for me personally, like I just wanted to see as much of Europe as possible to kind of narrow down like where I'd want to live in the future, you know.
Damn.
So every country's different.
So you started in Spain or Barcelona, and then were you there the whole time, or were you
I did my whole studies there, but I had 3 breaks, so I was able to like really go out and like spend some time in other countries. So I spent a week in Paris.
Damn.
I got to explore south of France a bit. I got to explore Rome in Italy, which I know you've been.
Yes. Yes, we'll talk about that.
And I went ahead and explored parts of Switzerland.
Damn.
Which is a whole another world.
They got
in
good Swiss
itself.
cheese over there.
They have great everything, honestly. Like Switzerland is doing good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I said earlier.
It's one of those countries that is so underrated, and I feel like people just like have no knowledge of it.
That's what I said earlier,
but
bro.
it's growing. It's
that's
a growing topic.
That's
so
That's
I
right
feel
there.
like more exposure headed towards Switzerland.
Okay.
I got to visit 2 Spanish islands, Mallorca and Menorca.
Damn,
both really, really nice.
Damn, she over here speaks Spanish. And shit.
No.
She's Hispanic.
I know, but still. Look at I'm Hispanic too. I speak Spanish, bro. Come on, that's fancy, bro. I'm like,
and I'm trying to think where else, but I think that was pretty much it. But it was.
So how long were you gone for?
A whole year.
Damn.
A whole
it seems
year.
longer. I feel like
it does, right? But when I was there, it went by in a blink of an eye.
Wait, that wasn't a year.
Yeah.
What?
It was a full year.
I guess it was a year, yeah.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it seems like it was so long. I feel like I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Right?
That's crazy.
Right.
I mean, I watch your music videos and stuff like all the time. Like, you have that new song with Anderson .Paak and stuff. Yeah. Hailee Steinfeld. Yeah.
It's funny because you know what? I started my new job here, and I've already gotten from so many of my employees, do you know that you look like Hailee Steinfeld? And I'm like, everyone says that, but I don't see it.
You should say she looks like me. That's what you gotta tell them. That's what you tell them. Like when people tell me I look like someone, I'm like, nah, they look like me.
You should be like, that's my little cousin.
But do you guys genuinely think like?
Yeah.
It's the forehead, the eyes.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't see it, but everybody tells me. Like I said, like I have a friend. Like I don't know if you know my homie Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Like he always like anytime I post you or whatever, like he's always like, oh damn, your homegirl looks like Hailee Steinfeld. Like I'm like damn, and I'm like I don't see it.
I think I saw it when I first met you, and then like now that I know you, I just know you.
It's probably like a T-Pain thing with me. Like you're like, oh, when you first saw me, you were like T-Pain, but now you see me like yeah.
And I look like
you look like every person ever.
I look like Chris Hemsworth. You know what I mean? I look like every person that has a beard and fucking some Mexican dude. People don't know what I am over here. They think I'm Middle Eastern. They think I don't know. They think I'm everything.
You look mixed.
Yeah, I'm Mexican and white. That's pretty much it.
Nice. Mexican and white. What you said, Italian and Mexican, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, I took my DNA test. I remember I said that I was gonna make the same joke last time. I said I took my DNA test and I'm 100% that bitch, but I wasn't gonna say that again. I'm like Italian, Mexican, Irish, white. Just yeah, I don't know. Just I'm a mutt. That's it. But yeah, but I don't look like Hailee Steinfeld, so yeah.
No, you
I ain't got like that. I ain't got like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's dope. So you were when you were over there, like what? Okay, let's start. What was your favorite city?
Oh my god.
And what was what's the best thing about it?
It's funny because I even like pre-prepared for this question.
Okay, yeah. See,
and
okay, maybe I need to think of better questions because predictable.
It's the predictable, yeah.
It's like a hard answer to question, or it's a hard question to answer because it's all about like every city had their own like highlights. So some cities like amazing food, like Paris, best restaurants out there. Okay. Like don't underestimate French cuisine.
What kind of like food is it like?
They're known for duck.
I love duck. I love duck, honestly.
So duck is like a delicacy out there.
I ain't never had duck.
Really?
I can't like say it. It just sounds weird. I'm not gonna diss it. I don't know.
No, I think. Well, so
What does it taste like?
Kat,
Chicken?
ever since I've been dating Kat, she's Asian, she's Cambodian.
Right. Oh, yeah.
She puts me on to all this stuff, right? So like, there's like restaurants over here that they have like the roasted duck that's just like hanging and stuff, and they'll literally like $25 give you a whole duck and just like chop it up, and then they give you like sauce and you just dip it in there, and it's amazing. Like it's so.
Wait,
good.
didn't y'all try to put me on? Y'all try to put me on. I think we try.
I think we let you try it, but I think we got whatever. Well, you gotta try something different.
Yeah,
maybe.
Avery's gotta go.
But yeah, duck.
And then like some cities, like I saw some in Switzerland that have really funky names that I don't want to try to pronounce and butcher them right now. But the nature out there, it's like nature you've never seen before.
Damn.
Like the pigmentation and color of green on that grass is unreal.
Damn.
And you're not even an iPhone can capture it. Like it's just something you have to see with your own eyes. Waterfalls that you've never seen in your life before. The Swiss Alps like covered in snow.
I don't fuck with snow, but that's
it
dope.
looks like a backdrop. Like it's unreal.
That's
unreal.
Goddamn. Okay,
Yeah,
I need to go to Europe.
You do.
Yeah, because I've been like you mentioned, I have traveled. I've been to Italy once. Like we went for 2 weeks for my I think you know my friend Matt and his wife Vio. Vio's from Italy, and so her family like they own a winery in Tuscany.
Right.
And so we flew into Rome. We went to Rome, Florence, Tuscany, and Sicily. Or not Sicily. What's the little island? Venice.
Right.
So we went to Venice and stuff, and it was great. I mean, I lived like a king for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like it was great, and I loved it, and it was amazing. Unlimited wine.
Wow.
It was great, but
Hey, Rome has some good wine. I mean, Italy in general has great wine.
It was fucking amazing. Seeing the Colosseum and seeing all that stuff, like it was like it's so dope.
Right?
It's so dope.
It's like one of those things that you see in movies, and once you're there, you're like, holy crap, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah,
you know?
it's crazy. And then just like I think the people, like I think just being in Europe, like I love like the people, the atmosphere, like the way like everyone's so nice and everything's just like so like it seems a lot safer and you can just walk around.
Yeah.
And I love how people just like smoke cigarettes and roll their own cigarettes on the like they're just like rolling their own cigarettes
I've
and
seen
like
people skateboarding and walking and doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's their talent. It's so cool.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. In other countries that they do the cigarette roll up thing. That's the wildest thing. Because I think it's cheaper.
They have the little pouches.
Yeah.
Like they have like a little pouch and like
And
they
they'll
open
just
up a little
pull out
pouch
the
and it's like tobacco
bag.
bag and like all the little cigarettes and stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
When I think I first seen that in Australia, and I was like, y'all niggas rolling up like out in the open like that, and it was like, oh, it's tobacco. Like I'm like, dang, y'all they rolling it up like it's weed. I'm like, yo,
that's what I thought too. I was like, damn, they roll it fast too. I'm like, damn, bro, I can barely roll a joint like that. You know what I mean? They roll it like every day. Yeah.
Talent.
Yeah, that's really dope.
That's
and
funny.
So you were going to school. So you're going to school in Spain, right? And so how was the school? Like, is it?
The school was small. It was like a small little private school, which was cool. Not too many students, which was nice because you kind of got to like know everybody. Many different programs. They also offered bachelors out there, so some people were coming to like do their bachelors and then do their masters, which is
really
pretty
cool.
crazy because like you see young kids and they don't know anything. They're just out like ready to party in Europe, and that's all they're doing, you know. And it
sounds great.
Personally, for me, like it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Like nightlife is great, but it's not something I could do every weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to two old men,
right?
To grandpa,
Seriously,
for sure.
I gave up the going out life a long time ago. Yeah, I don't do that
gave
anymore.
up growing up right out of high school.
You never did it. You never tried it. Right?
I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm in the house. I'm on some Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, but Avery, have you ever been to Europe?
Yes, Amsterdam.
Oh
yeah,
that's
he went with
right.
he went
I've been to
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam twice. Yeah.
So how was Amsterdam?
Amsterdam is amazing, man. I really enjoy. I like the people. They're very vibey, and like it's just. I mean, I was in like the city central, so like like my hotel was like in the it's like in the downtown, like you know what I mean. So it was vibes and like just. I think me personally, I just like the people. They're very nice. Like I mean, I think that's everywhere outside of America.
But I hear that more in Amsterdam, especially.
But I mean, they're just kind of like, they're very friendly. They're very like, you know.
It's cool over there because it's like
vibes,
everything's
and
like on the canals and stuff.
Yeah.
So like you have like a water.
the canals are really dope. My personal favorite, like I like to go to like the museums, like just to see kind of like.
Did you go to the Anne Frank Museum?
Oh yeah, that joint was crazy, man.
Did you ride a bike?
No, I didn't ride a bike. Oh no, I did ride a bike. I didn't ride a bike. Second time.
Second time I rode a bike.
Second time I rode a bike only because I did a video rapping. on the bike. That's the only reason.
You
I
did
went.
not.
Okay.
Yeah, like I didn't ride a bike like the whole time I was there.
Oh, I remember that. What video was that?
It was just like a freestyle acapella thing. But yeah, I did that. Like
I remember that. I saw you were like swerving, you were crashing and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think like I said, my favorite thing is like the old school museum things. Like I went to see the Van Gogh Museum. I went to go see. That's about to close hard. Huh?
Yeah, the doors haunted as fuck, bro. Holy shit. Sorry. Yeah. We have like the doors like slightly open. It's like opening and closing by itself. Even Tofu was looking at it like Tofu's like, what the fuck is going on?
But yeah, Amsterdam was dope, man. I really enjoyed it. I really like the food's better. Like the food quality, I feel like is better.
I agree.
Speak on that because like that's like I noticed that because for sure like I mean I'm getting fat just living over here, just like eating all this shit. Like it's like I know like over there nothing's like processed and like it's not as much at least.
I mean, you go to the markets. I think that was like the hardest thing for me because I'm so used to. Like, I took advantage of markets here. Yeah. Like, I'm a Sprouts shopper. I'm a Trader Joe's shopper. I'm a Target gal.
You're so fancy, yeah.
You know, like, and to go to another country.
You're like, yeah, I'm a Walmart shopper.
You heard of Dollar Tree? You know?
It's a food for less. Nigga.
No, but like to go to another country and not have any of those markets, which is no big deal. Food is food, right? But like. You don't have anything like gluten-free. You don't have anything like really dairy-free. You don't have like cool, interesting flavors of stuff. Like the one thing I did notice is chips. They have weird flavors out there.
Yeah, on everything, dude.
Weird
I feel like the chips in other countries, not just Amsterdam, like Thailand, like in freaking Australia, like it's just like weird ass flavor. Like it'd be like a duck flavor. Or
I've
something
seen
like
recently I just saw like some Japanese chips that were over here, but they were Lay's potato chips, but they were like shrimp flavored and fish flavored.
Weird,
and I was like,
not for me. But
what was the best thing you ate though?
That I cooked, like from a market or just in general?
Both.
I think their proteins out there are very, very good. Like very good quality. So their salmon's great. Their chicken looks different color-wise.
Really?
And I'm like, dang, I don't know if this is good or bad. But then as I start eating it, I'm like, oh wait, this chicken's way better than
I heard that there's chicken so clean that you can eat it raw.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would do that though.
Yeah.
Like a chicken sashimi. Yeah, like chicken sashimi or something. Like
Good.
But I mean, best meal out that I ate is an easy one, and I know y'all are gonna roast me for that. Actually, I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about this. So I have a really life dream that I want to visit every Nobu across the world.
Oh my god. You like
it's
Drake,
not
huh?
it's not a bougie dream. It has nothing to do with like rappers and celebrities going there. It's just like I was at the Getty Villa one day in Malibu with my dad, and I had heard obviously like Nobu's the restaurant. Yeah. So I was like, Dad, let's go, and we went, and like we just had the best date, and the food was great. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start checking out more of them. So then I went to LA, then I went to San Diego, then I went to Vegas, and then I started checking them out in Europe. So now it's just become like a goal of mine to eat at all of them. But the one in Marbella had the best dish there.
What
like
is it?
It was like just a piece of meat with like a sauce on it. Don't ask me what type of meat it was, but it was like the best thing I'd ever eaten. It lives still like rent free in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I feel about the Indian food in Amsterdam. We went to
Amsterdam.
Yeah, we went to
Indian food.
Yeah, we went to
I don't think I've ever had Indian.
Oh my God,
Indian
so
restaurants,
good.
bro. And my God, bro, I kid you not, bro. This is the best thing I've ever tasted in my life, bro. Like it was I just had chicken curry.
Yeah.
And it with some type of bread or I don't know what it's called. Naan, yeah, that shit got that.
I got you.
Bro, it was the best thing I've ever tasted in my life, bro. It was so good. It was so good that we went like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Damn, really?
Yeah, bro.
Okay,
and I didn't get sick of it. Like it was just so good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a Raising Cane's down the street over here. We got like.
Wait, what you eat in Italy? Like nothing was like the best thing for you?
The best thing I had over there was have you had it's like squid ink pasta?
Yeah.
That shit's bomb.
Nice.
It's like black pasta.
Yeah.
It's oh my god, it's fucking amazing.
Is it squid ink?
Yeah. They use like the ink to get that dark black color on the pasta.
And the flavor's so good, bro. It's insane. Yeah. That was like the best thing. That's probably the best thing I've ever eaten.
It tastes fishy?
I mean, it's like a seafood pasta, so yeah, it's like seafood in there. I love seafood, so I don't know.
I like seafood too, but too much fishy is I don't like it.
No, it's good. It's good. Trust me, it's good. But like, I mean, yeah, dude, Europe is just amazing in general.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Okay, so Spain, Paris, Italy.
Yep. Well, wait, don't put Paris as a country. France.
Okay, France. Yeah. France. Shout out to wait, who do I know from France? No one. I don't know who's from France.
Avery, I think you should check out South of France.
South of France.
If you like that chill vibe,
Yeah.
I think like South of France easily is one of those places that you can like retire and just spend your old years there. It's really cool.
Yeah, I've heard of South of France like being like a dope place to be, but I mean for me personally, like I haven't gone to many places myself. Like I've been blessed with the opportunity
You've
to
gone
go.
to a lot of places.
No,
bro.
I'm saying myself like everything. A lot of stuff has been like Hobson, like you know what I mean. Like Hobson has gone this here, but like Australia is all me. You know what I mean. So like I got to figure out how to move.
Shout out to the
like
Aussies.
that. Yeah, shout out to the Aussies. Man. I got to figure out how to move like that in other countries. That'd be sick.
Compared to Australia and Amsterdam, what would you prefer? I know two different vibes, two different countries, two different lifestyles, but like, what is more your vibe?
Shout out to Australia, man. Australia people are really dope, and they have like really cool like nature, like in Washington. Like I seen what you said. Like you're like, oh, it's like beautiful nature.
Yeah,
it's beautiful nature there. Like like you see big trees and like just big green. Like it's like dang. Like I've never seen this much green before. And then that was the first time I ever seen a waterfall. Shout out to my boy Luke. Aww. I was like, bro, I've never seen a waterfall before. He was like, bro, I'm gonna take you to see the waterfall. We drove like I think like an hour to see a waterfall, and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, waterfalls are a game changer, bro.
So I think that's probably what it was for me. But Amsterdam, man, I think the vibe, but I feel like Amsterdam is more like I felt like I didn't belong in Amsterdam. If that makes sense.
It's a culture shock. But the thing is, like, do you feel like that way because you didn't speak the language? Because that has a lot to do with it. Because my first 3 months in Spain, I cried. Like I wanted to come home because I didn't speak Spanish.
I mean, it could have been, but like I had homies with me that spoke Dutch. Like my boy, he's from there.
Gotcha.
So okay. I didn't really have a language barrier. It was just like I don't know. I just. You know, I'm a sore thumb. The way I look, who I am, I'm a sore thumb. Like, cause it's African
you're
people.
A sore thumb in
it's African people everywhere. Like, it's you know what I mean. And in Australia, it's African people everywhere. I'm just a sore thumb because the way I think I look different. Like,
it's those shoes.
Damn, bro. Hey, shout out J. Cole. J. Cole, I know you're watching this podcast right now.
I'm defending your shoes,
J. Cole's
bro,
at home watching this like crying, bro.
The dreamer joints, man.
But how was that? So like, did you know people out there? Like, how was that? Like, did you because when you go there, like, you're not
right.
Like, do you know people there, or are you just kind of jumping in?
Yeah, I didn't know anybody from school until I started.
Okay.
And even then, like, it took a while to kind of like blend in with the people because you're having students come from all different parts of the world.
Are they teaching in English and stuff?
All English, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But it was nice because you get to meet people from so many different cultures, and it's like they teach you like little bits of like their language and like different traditions.
See,
and it like really opens your mind that there's so much more out there to the world rather than like just America.
It's America.
That is my favorite part of traveling.
Yeah.
Is the culture.
Yeah.
Like I love being and that's my love and hate. It's a love-hate relationship because I get to go and I'll be like, yo, so what are you, bro? Like, or what are you, talking to a girl or whatever? And they'll be like, oh, like I'm this, I'm mixed with this. My ancestors is this. And then I got to pull up and they like ask me and I'm like, damn, I think one of my grandparents was a slave. Not grandparents, but like ancestors was a slave. And I don't know where we from, you know what I mean? And it's crazy to think. That's why I'm always like, yo, I want to know from Ancestry.com because these people can be like, yo, my great-grandfather, father fought in the war with this dude, with this dude. Yeah. I don't know. I only know as far as I literally just saw my grandma. I only know as far as her grandma, and then her grandma, she was a maid for somebody. So that sounds like some slave stuff. You know what I mean? And then even then, like it's like okay, before then, I want to know, but like these people know, and they have like, I'm pretty sure like. Lineage somewhere in their house where they could like a
family crest tree or something.
Exactly.
Something like
you know
that.
What I'm saying? And I like that. I think that's dope. I'm not hating. I think it's really dope when I go to other countries and people say like, oh, even Australia, like people be like, yeah, some of my ancestors are from Europe because I don't know if you know the story, but like it's like I think Australia was supposed to be like a jail or something like that. Like they sent Europe people sent them down there. They were like bad.
It's an island. It's just like
or something like that. They were like they were bad. I'm butchering it, but like it was created.
all your Australian fans are selling their tickets right now. They're like, they're returning their tickets. They're like, fuck, bro.
They know it's
you've been over here 4 times. And
yeah. I mean, I hear the story all the time, but I just don't know exactly like what it means. But yeah, people know, like people that know their country. I mean, people that know their culture and their like their background. That is the sickest part of going to other countries.
And it's cool. Like it's cool over there too, because like traveling is like really. Did you like you're just like taking the train? You could just like go like
easy.
and yeah, it's
so easy.
Okay, so real quick. When I went to Italy, we took a train from Rome to I think Tuscany or maybe Florence. Anyways, regardless, I took a train and I had a fanny pack. I had all my money, everything on it. I put it underneath the seat.
No.
And I got off the train. We got to our Airbnb and I was like, I left my fanny pack with all my money, my passport, everything on the train. Luckily, I walked back to the train station. They called someone and they found my bag underneath
the. Oh my God, you're so lucky.
Yeah, it's because we
really
paid for the. I guess it's because like we pay for our seats as opposed to like just getting on like the one that's like the cheap one.
Right.
So like, luckily I got my money back and I got my passport and I didn't have to be stuck over there.
Yeah,
in Italy,
you would have been screwed.
Yeah, crazy.
That's the scary thing. Like, they don't tell you, and maybe it's just in Barca where I feared it the most. But like, pickpocketing is so bad out there. Yeah. I had so many classmates. Like the second they got there, their phone was stolen. Damn, and it's like at first I was like, maybe they're just being reckless, you know. But then like you realize that the people that live there in Spain who are pickpocketing, or at least the pickpocketers, like this is their craft.
Yeah,
they study this so well.
They know exactly.
Able to pull off anything like the unreal. You would think like there's no way they can. No, there's a way, and they're smart and they're good at it. And thank goodness throughout the whole year I never got pickpocketed.
That's good.
That's
damn.
That's I don't even know. Like I don't even know how you protect. Cause I mean I check like I constantly check my pockets.
I've
when
seen
I'm out.
Stuff, but I
don't know. You can't prevent it, but like.
But also like I've seen like where pickpocketers like they study that, right? They'll watch you and like they know that like because you're touching your front pocket or you touch your back pocket to check, they're like, oh, that's where his money's at, because like you're like subconsciously like. I know, but like subconsciously, you're like touching your front pocket to make sure it's in there. So they're like, okay, cool, it's in his front right pocket, you know. Yeah. And they know. So then they like, oh, bump into you, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like how you know? I mean, I guess
that's crazy. Though. I didn't even think about that.
Like magicians with that, like because
sleight of hand. They take your watch off your wrist without you knowing, you know. Yeah. But that's up. So okay. So you were there for a whole year. You finished your master's, and then like what? So what exactly were you studying? Like, what was it like? Tell us a little bit about your studies. You know, like,
so because
obviously you're over here roasting Avery's shoes, so like you probably learned that J. Cole ain't got style.
No.
Damn. Cole, sign me. Cole. He gonna see this and be like,
he's not signing you after this,
he
bro.
Defended me, bro.
Maybe.
How you not gonna sign me? I wear shoes. I'm defending him right now, man. Shout out to my boy.
So I got to learn about fashion, but I also got to learn about like the luxury industry. So I learned about like wines and spirits and cars and like just the luxury industry in itself.
Okay.
But in terms of fashion, I think like the one thing that really was kind of like mind blowing was I took a course strictly on sustainability.
Oh, that's cool.
And I didn't realize like you go into that class and maybe it's just like my arrogant like American mindset, but I'm like, girl, like we're really gonna spend like 10 weeks learning about how to be sustainable with fashion. Like this is a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Then when you realize how much waste goes into the fashion industry, you're like, holy crap, we have to do something. Like this is why we're taking this course on sustainability, because if we keep this up, our world's gonna go to crap. You know. But you got to learn about like so many new like innovative materials. Like, did you know they're making leathers out of mushrooms and pineapples?
What the fuck?
Like,
that's crazy.
They make leather materials out of those things.
Would that be like okay, so like is because it's made out of mushroom, does that make it more desirable? Does it make that less desirable? Does that make it like higher quality, less quality? Like what would that, you know what I mean?
It goes back and forth, because if you think about it, like you're using an alternative leather, so some consumers might look at it and be like, oh, this is great, like I love this is new, or this is sustainable, which I'm all for, or I'm vegan, so this is great for me. And some people look at it like, oh, like it's not real leather, you know, like the purest of the pure is going to be from an animal, and that's what I want. And then in terms of cost, it's like it just depends on how much goes into that production, because now we're not just unfortunately like cutting an animal and skinning it and then putting it on you know, a garment. Like we have to take the mushrooms, develop it, do whatever type of transformation we need to turn it into this little piece of material that's 10 times smaller than just cutting an animal. And it's so much more labor, so price can vary, but for the most part I've seen them cheaper than actual real leather.
And then if you eat it, you get high as fuck, and then like you chill it.
Imagine eat your jacket.
You see someone licking their jacket like high as fuck, bro, like tripping out. Oh, that's dope though. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's really
awesome. Cool. It's awesome.
I mean, shit. That sounds really fucking dope.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds really dope. But like, you know, I stick to my pleather. You know what I mean?
Well, I was actually gonna say, because it's funny. I was actually gonna say this because I was telling Kat about this, and this is kind of like a current event topic that's kind of going on, but it's you guys know I think it's Slim Thug. You know Slim Thug, he's like a rapper.
The rapper, yeah,
he's a rapper. He's not that famous.
Okay.
And honestly, like,
come on, bro, don't do Slim Thug like that. Slim Thug, he used to be famous.
Well, he has a feature on a Beyonce song. Like that's like his biggest thing. It's like he has one feature on a Beyonce song from the 2000s.
The kids who are under 30 won't know him.
Yeah, sure. Exactly. So it was funny because I guess he did an interview and this isn't politically correct, but I didn't say it. I'm just a messenger, so don't come for me. But he was saying basically, he's like, yeah, the reason I'm rich is because I don't wear all that gay designer shit. Like I only wear he's all this t-shirt $5, this pants $20, and he's all, I don't wear that gay designer shit. And I'm like, I get it, but I don't get it. But like also like. So what do you think about that?
I mean, it's
what do you think about it? Come for Slim Thug and tell him
what you call it, bro. Like I was gonna say, like it's what it's like subjective. He wears chains.
Yeah, well, that's what he said too. He was like, my shirt's $5. This is this. I might wear $1 million worth of chains, but I don't fuck with any of that designer stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's what you like. Like I don't like designer clothes, but like I mean these J. Cole's aren't expensive, but like I definitely want to spend $100 on these, or even Yeezys. I spend like $300 on Yeezys, but like I don't like designer stuff, but I'll spend because that's what I like. Yeah. So he likes. I think chains.
I think it depends on.
Oh man, I'm gonna get $1,000.
It depends what you want. Yeah, it depends what you want. Because for me personally, like I don't care about fashion at all. Like I care about comfort. So like I got the Ultra Boost because my feet hurt. You know, I'm 31 and my feet hurt. So I'm like, so I'm like, these are comfy. These are probably the comfiest shoes I can get, and so I bought those. But I don't know, like as far as because real quick, the first time I ever saw anyone wear Balenciaga shoes were you. Yeah. I remember you were all excited because you're like, yo, look at these shoes. I got the Balenciaga shoes.
Oh, yeah, I remember she did like damn. She did like an Insta story about it.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
You were hype off of it. You were turned up.
I was like, damn, I don't know anybody that has Balenciaga shoes.
That's dope. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, so the thing is,
them shoes are, by the way, people that don't know fashion, them shoes are like $1,000.
Triple S's.
Crazy, insane.
Don't we get the camera? Yeah, you make people fall in love and shit. All right, we'll give you guys her Instagram later. Don't worry about that. Like just chill.
Hey, in the comments, people like, where's the at? What's the at?
Yeah, I already know. Hailee Steinfeld. I'm like.
I think for me, like the thing is, I don't press fashion onto anybody. Like for me personally, I don't need to be dressed down in designer, but I appreciate designer. I appreciate the craftsmanship that goes behind it. So I think that's why like I'm such a fan for it, and I want to purchase it because like it's art to me, like it's my career, it's my passion, it's what I love, but I wouldn't be like, Avery, the only way you're going to be cool is if you're going to buy Triple S's tomorrow. Like if you want to wear those weird shoes, wear those weird shoes. I'm going to support you all the way. Do I like them? Not really.
Shout out to Cole.
I love how you put it up closer so the camera can see.
But I mean, if it's his thing, like, if comfort is everything to you, comfort's everything to me as well. Like, go for it, know? So I think it's just what everybody loves.
I mean, that's true. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. Like when I see like those Balenciagas, there are a few Balenciagas. I'm not gonna lie, a few Balenciagas that I like. But then the other ones, the ones that you got, I'm like, yo, them trash to me.
You think?
Yes,
but
absolutely.
The thing is, I don't think they belong on everybody.
The ones with the like, I think the Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks, those are hard. Like those look. See, and it's crazy.
I think they're cool, But
taste is everything.
For me, they're overplayed, so I'm just I'm over them.
What about I've seen these like shoes that they like look like they're beat up, but they're like $3,000. What are those? Those are like
what shoes are those?
What are they called? I don't know. I think that I've seen they kind of look like Converse, but they're like beat up on purpose. I think they're like golden tigers. I don't know, something weird like
Golden
that.
Goose?
Golden Goose.
Yeah.
Damn, see,
Golden
Goose.
that's good, bro.
But see, the thing
It's
is,
like she got her master's and shit.
with stuff like that, where like we have designer like brands coming up with like, you know, ideas that are just destroyed and overly distressed, and it literally looks like Balenciaga is like a perfect example. They do like trash bag stuff.
We'll post it. We'll post it.
Bro, hell no.
Screenshot that and send to me.
Bro, hell, yo, look at these shoes, y'all. Look at these shoes. We're gonna put it up right now, bro. Hell no.
Yeah, look at these are
no
see,
way.
and these are like $600,
Them are ugly.
$700. Yeah.
Them are ugly, but
I mean, I got a pair of shoes
this
like
this
that
is
right
my
now.
thing with y'all fashion.
Oh my god, look at these ones. Look at these ones.
This is my thing with fashion. So somebody would get these and think they fly.
Right.
I get they're expensive, but these are not fly to me.
But
at all.
Right.
At all.
Right. But those aren't fly to me either.
Yeah,
but
I'm not. But this is the thing. This is the difference. This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. No, it's not even about J. Cole. This is the thing. These are cool to me, and I'm not out here like looking at somebody like, yeah, I'm better than you because I got J. Cole shoes on. I feel like people who wear those
Golden Goose?
Yeah, not just them, but like super expensive shoes. They walk around like, you can't get these. Like, I'm not walking around like, you can't get these. I'm like, yo, these are J. Cole's.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like statement. You get like a statement piece, like, right? Like, it's like,
man.
Because I feel like, yeah, like I feel like, because for me personally, like I would see someone with those on, and I wouldn't even know that they were like, I wouldn't even know like that those are like $700 shoes. I'd just be like, oh, okay, like that person is rocking some, some dirty ass shoes. Like I'm like, I'm like that guy's one of the crackheads that lives on my corner over here. You know what I mean? Like, but they're not. Yeah, those are dope. I see Bobby Lee, which is like a comedian I really like. He always like he talks about Golden Goose, or that's how I know about him because he talks about them all the time. Yeah. And even like the stuff that he'll wear like some like old rocker tees or something that's like $1,000. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like just like for a rocker tee, like that's like I don't know. Like it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, okay. So more onto the fashion stuff. So you got your master's. What is it that you want to do? Yeah. Now that's because before the podcast, before we even started talking and stuff, obviously we were catching up, and like I wanted to get on the podcast right away because I was like, I want to talk about it on the podcast so you guys can see, but obviously like this is one of our best friends, so we're not gonna just tell you guys everything. We can't give you guys everything. But I am curious to like know like okay, so you went out there, you did your master's. Well, first before we get into like what you want to do with it, what made you come back? Why are you over here? Because we missed you, and like we're glad you're back, obviously, but like why are you back?
Right. So getting a job out there as an American is really, really hard, especially like with COVID and everything. So legally, you have to have either a work or a student visa. Okay. So I got a spot in the country with a student visa, but in order to stay, I would have needed a work visa.
Or get married out there.
Or get married, yeah. Or actually, you know what? Spain has this thing now where even if you're just dating somebody, it could be like any type of partner, as long as it's a romantic partner and you can show proof that you've been with that partner for at least like a few years, they'll grant you a visa.
Oh, interesting.
So
I know
Avery's over here like,
right?
Yeah. What's up? What's up, you Spaniard ladies? What's up, man? Hit the line, 90 Day Fiance. I'm with all of that, only that.
Now they're all fucking turning out the podcast, bro. Like, fuck, we're done.
No, but like, I would know a lot of like guy classmates out there that were like, hey, like, I'll be gay if I have to be gay, like just to stay out there. Like, you
gotta do what you gotta do.
Anything and everything.
Snap.
Gay to stay. That's what they call it.
Gay to stay.
Please don't cancel us. Please.
No, I'm trademarking that, bro. What do you mean? I'm making shirts that say that. I'm selling merch starting next week.
You gotta go to Pride with them. You gotta go to Pride with them.
Gay to stay. Yeah, I'll make a booth out there. I'll make hella money.
But yeah, so that was that. And then in terms of like what I want to do, I really want to get into visuals.
Okay. So, like what kind of visuals? As far as like digital or like
more like physical merchandising.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to design layouts and set them up for stores.
Okay, like so like the windows, like when you okay.
From like top to bottom, like even the hardware, dope. Like everything, the shelves, the material of the floor, like everything.
That's dope.
So anytime like
dope.
I see a new like pop-up store like come up, or like just a new concept store, or like in a new location for any brand, I'm always like zooming into the lighting, like zooming into like the baseboards, like the littlest of things, just to kind of like really see like what brands are doing out there. Yeah.
I think she could help you out a lot with your fashion, bro. I think you need to take some. I mean, I would say me too. I've always said that if I had a stylist, I would let anyone just dress me because I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, like if you want to style me, just go ahead because I don't know what the fuck.
I feel like Dree's an easy person to style too.
I guess, yeah. I don't
you
know.
rock a lot.
I wear like Kat be trying to buy me stuff and I'm like,
no,
I'm not wearing that. But I'm very simple, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm very simple.
I get you. I feel
but yeah. Maybe
we gotta work with Avery.
I'm not putting no Balenciagas on my feet, man.
Avery, you know what though? I feel like they would look good. You're always wearing chunky ass shoes like foams, so why not wear a triple S that's just as chunky?
I'll wear some Versace's.
Oh my
Them
god.
joints is heat. These Versace's right here, I like these Versace's.
Let me see.
These Versace's, and I think we talked about this. Josie doesn't like these shoes, but these Versace's are nice. They're like.
Is it old Versace or new Versace?
I don't know. They're like these ones that like they're chunky like this. These ones. Like those are hard.
They look just like your shoes right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. It's hard. I would wear those, but bro, for $1,000, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're insane, bro.
Yeah.
$1,000 for these shoes? That's what I'll be tripping off. These are ugly.
Yeah, I mean they don't look special.
But like these are cool. Like,
wait, why do I feel like I could see Avery in those big red boots?
Oh my god, yeah.
Which
we
one?
gotta get you the. You know the big red boots. Come on, bro.
Oh, the monkey, the backpack monkey dude.
The backpack.
What's his name?
Curious George. Oh no, Boots.
Boots. Everybody's doing the. Oh,
yeah,
those are real shoes.
Yeah. Like how much are they? Like
I think they're
like 300 or something, 400.
I don't think I could pull it off.
What's the name? I just saw Hezbollah wearing them. I'm gonna find that picture. I'm gonna post it up there. You know who Hezbollah is?
Yeah.
He's
Russian,
like the little Russian.
I'm not gonna lie, like I really don't get the hype around him.
Hezbollah?
I think it's because I'm a girl.
Yeah,
I think it is because I'm a girl.
I think it's
honestly he's like the kids like him.
He's just cute. Like I mean, like no homo. He's an adult that acts like an adult, but looks like a kid, and his voice is like small and cute and stuff, and so like he's just a little wild boy, you know. But he's all over. Like even like it's funny. I got a PS5 recently. Mm-hmm. That's what I do with my money, guys. You know, I want to buy some shoes, but you know I don't. I'm gonna ruin them anyways. So but yeah, I got a PS5, and on the UFC game, there's like you can actually create like your character to be like Hezbollah, and there's like merchandise that's like Hezbollah versus everybody, like all the shorts and stuff. Like it's funny, bro. Like he's popping, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely popping for sure.
Is he still in LA?
I don't
know. He travels like all over the world.
Think so.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just there for the Lakers game, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he saw Luka. Luka took a picture.
I saw a picture of that. Yeah, I saw that. That's dope.
Which is dope. Which is dope. You know, it's dope. But I think that's what I was saying. You don't believe the hype. Like, I used to think like this, but it's like you gotta understand. Like these Twitch kids are running the internet right now.
Yeah.
So whatever they deem is cool and funny, like that speed, I see speed, ice, whatever his name is. Like they're really just like how middle schoolers were, like you know how we were. I don't know, not you. You're kind of you're a girl, so like guys in middle school, we were like obnoxious and just extra, and like all of our friends loved that.
Really?
Yeah, they loved it. Oh, well,
no, I was.
I was
trying to act like I was cooler than I am, but I was annoying
middle
as
school,
fuck.
I was very obnoxious, and it was like we loved that. You know what I mean? But growing up, you kind of like not got cooler. You just got a little bit more mature, and was like, okay, I think that's kind of dumb. But like now, it's kind of
love that. Like,
they love middle schoolers and high schoolers love that still, and they run the internet. So you know, you get somebody like Hezbollah, and Hezbollah. I don't think he's annoying. He's just like you said, he's a little.
It's funny. He goes and punches people in the face. It's like random.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
And all the freaking UFC dudes love him.
Well, yeah, because he's like Khabib's best friend, and Khabib is like the greatest UFC fighter.
Yeah. So I mean, I see why the hype is for him, and and no disrespect. Like I think I watch the kid too. I don't follow him, but like anytime I see him, I'm like, it's cool. I'd rather see him
everywhere, bro.
Than I show speed and Cat Sinat or whatever. He's cool. Sinat. He's cool. He's cool.
Do you watch like Twitch stuff or not? None of that stuff. What do you do on your free time?
Oh my goodness. Read? Yeah.
God, you're so different.
I became a reader while I was in Spain, to be honest. So
yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that because for me, Netflix. Yeah. Well, not even Netflix, but just like HBO, all that stuff. When I was out in Italy, there was a lot of stuff I couldn't access.
Yep. Everything's different.
Yeah. So how are you able to watch like a lot of the shows and stuff? Like, are you able to see stuff? Like,
what I did actually is I bought a VPN.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Okay, yeah.
I did buy a VPN when I was out there, just because like in Spain's Netflix they have The Office. So I was like, cool,
that's dope. What the hell? That's dope. What the hell?
But then like when it came to this is like my girly side, sorry guys, but like when it came to like The Bachelor. I couldn't access Hulu.
I'll watch The Bachelor.
So,
I'll throw that on.
you know, I had to get the VPN to watch The
You're
Bachelor.
talking to the number one 90 Day Fiance fan.
Are you
There
really?
is. I love 90 Day Fiance.
Really?
It's my favorite show probably ever.
Oh,
Do you watch
I
it?
didn't know that. No.
You
But my
should watch
mother
it.
watches it. She's obsessed.
No, that's how I started. My mom watched it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. 90 Day Fiance is probably the greatest show ever made in the history of shows.
I would have never believed that.
It's
that you loved that show.
It's so good. Dude. It's so good.
Dang.
I'm actually like, I watch every episode of 90 Day Fiance, and I watch the Pillow Talk, which is like the old
my
couples
God.
talking about,
Gotcha.
well, like watching the
Okay.
show and talking about it. Yeah, it's great.
Interesting.
It's great. I've been trying to get Avery on there. I'm trying to get him a wife in another country.
Right?
And then,
For real, huh?
yeah, he's got to get booed up. That's actually something I wanted to talk about. So, we haven't had a girl on the podcast yet, a woman as lovely as yourself.
Thank you.
We need to teach Avery what does he got to do to get a girl.
Lose that beret that he's been wearing.
Yeah,
The beret. Damn, bro.
Just kidding.
That's definitely the rapper thing.
Yeah, that's
You think that's a rapper thing?
That's my signature rapper
Oh,
thing.
okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's
I like
my
the jersey.
signature
I like when you
rapper.
wear the jersey. The jersey's dope.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
agree.
let's see what does he got to do? Like what's the move? Like who should he be looking for? Like what we got to do to get Avery a 90 Day Fiance?
I don't know.
You think you would do good in Spain?
No.
No.
No, they don't like black dudes.
They do because there's a lot of black people out there. I won't lie.
Oh, are they?
Because we're right next to Morocco.
Oh,
We're borderline with Africa.
You'll be Moroccan out
you
there,
know?
bro.
I'll go to Morocco.
So
That's where I need to go.
Morocco's really cool.
Yeah.
I
They go to
really
Morocco.
wanted to go. Yeah.
To get me a little chicken head.
Yeah.
Chicken. Well, you gotta stop calling them chicken heads. Then
Yeah.
Nah, they chicken heads. Y'all out here clucking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that's why I'm single right there. That's the whole point right there.
Avery,
you'll
when
be
you
good.
go to Australia, you don't try to like hunt down some baddies?
Next question.
Alrighty then.
He's like, I'm going in 2 weeks. He's like, you gotta be careful. He's put it on blast. Hey, they're not gonna watch this.
Next question, man.
Alright.
No. Some people be like, yo,
Look, he's on lost for words. This is the first time I've seen him at a lost for words.
Don't put me on your
No,
podcast.
he's got connections out there. He's got some. I've been telling him, I'm like, bro, I said, I watch a lot of 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
I told this fool.
Yeah.
I told this fool there was a girl who was down. Shout out to her because she watches this podcast actually.
Nice.
She was down.
Hi.
She was down to be in a 90 Day Fiance thing. Then she
And then
watched
she watched it.
And she was like, hell no.
Because I was he's like, how great would it be for Avery's career, right? Like, we get him like a baddie from another country, and then he gets to be on 90 Day Fiance. The advertisement, the marketing, like you become famous just off 90 Day
Yep.
Fiance. Like I
Yep.
follow people off 90 Day Fiance,
Yeah.
and they're famous just because of that, just for
Yeah.
dating someone, bro. Like that's crazy.
I probably got to find the right girl who wants to be famous as well.
Well, it has to be genuine. It has to be genuine, like because you can see through it. Like, if I don't know if you've watched like a lot of 90 Day Fiance, but I don't know if you know who Usman, like Soulja Boy. He's this African dude who he got married to some old white lady from America.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was so obviously just trying to do it for his music career. You know, like
Gotcha.
he's like
Yeah.
And it's like you see right through it. You know, he plays the part and acts like he's like in love with them and stuff. But we know what Usman, we know what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to tell Avery, like, bro, like you should, like get yourself a little 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
Come, but
Not only that, but I just feel like Avery, if you're out there, I don't understand why you're not like putting yourself 10 times more out there in Australia and trying to find someone, even if it's not like a dead ass real relationship. Like, at least you're meeting people. You're going on dates out there. You know, you're there for a whole month. Are you for real gonna be there for 30 days without going on one date?
yeah.
That's a long time.
And notice what she said, the keyword date.
Yeah, you don't have to like cuff somebody
Date,
right
yeah.
away.
Not just hanging out. You don't. This is the difference. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you. One of my key things that I learned, right? Okay. When I started dating Kat, right? The difference that set her apart when I started dating her is I asked her on a date. I didn't say, hey, let's hang out, hey, let's get dinner, hey, let's let's what do you want to, like, let's get together, bro. I was like, let me take you on a date, because I was like, I'm serious about this girl. I want to take her on a date, you know?
As a female, hearing those words rather than let's hang out is a big difference.
Yeah, and Kat's even told me that too. She was like, because you asked me on a date, like no guy had asked me on a date before.
Yeah.
Like every guy was just like, oh, like let's hang out, let's go, like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, what you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what you got going tonight? Like, blah blah. It's like the fact that I was like, hey, let me take you on a date, let me take you out to dinner, like, let me, like, and then that's what really like sealed the deal. You know what I mean? and now I'm stuck with her.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna go out there and just be like, "Hey, you cute. Let me take you on a date, girl."
Yeah. Well, maybe not like that.
Take you on a date. Let me take you on a date. Let you
Remember, we're talking to Australians.
You gotta say,
You
oi,
have-
oi, oi, oi. Let me take you. Let me get you some shrimp on the barbie.
Oh yeah, all right, Mike. Let me take you on a date, Mike.
Because the thing is, like, I had 2 best friends come from here to visit me in Spain, and we all went clubbing, and of course they were trying to, meet people, and they were trying to use like their language, their lingo, the way they would date, without trying to put into the effort to like adapt and adjust and communicate to a different culture. And of course they didn't score because they weren't putting in that effort.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now, man. Y'all preaching to the choir for Australia.
Yeah.
Man, I do okay. I just don't want to put my stuff in the air, but it's really I'm not gonna say easy because no girl is easy,
Right.
but it's really simple. When I walk down the street and they see me, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, what's up? I'm from LA. I don't know nothing out here." What?
Yeah, that's a big move too because
Coochie is wet. Sorry.
Oh, God.
So sorry. So sorry.
we have a lady on the podcast, Avery.
Joce's the dog, though. Joce's the home dog. She's the home girl.
Yeah.
That's the
But
problem.
that's the problem. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But you guys are right. I need to stop being like, yo, let's hang out, because I'm for sure not on commitment. Right. That's what my thing is.
Yeah.
Like, I need to figure out like my life.
So you need to find you a wifey, bro.
Yeah,
You need to, at this point, bro, you need to get you a wifey, bro.
Wait, Avery, I have a question.
gotta stop playing with
I have
these
a
girls.
question.
Because you haven't seen him in a while.
This is a hypothetical. Let's say you go to Australia when you leave, and you're there for a month, and let's say one day you end up like seeing this girl who's really beautiful, catches your attention, whatever, she's great. You go up to her, you talk to her nicely with manners, like a normal person, and you actually try to put in the effort and she hits it off, and you actually end up like really, really falling in love with this girl. Will you pack your bags and move to Australia to marry her?
Moving to Australia. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would move to Australia.
Would you really?
I ain't gonna lie
What
to
if
y'all.
it meant you kind of had to drop your rap career?
No, absolutely not.
Well, but
Absolutely
But
not.
like you only dedicated your rap career more in Australia
yeah,
now.
maybe that's like.
And-
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it over there. I wouldn't drop my rap career
but
for
that's
anybody.
what I'm saying, because at that point you would only be able to come to America like every so often to do a tour, do shows.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
be doing most of your shows
mean,
in Australia.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
actually might be something that works for you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could do my thing in Australia, but I wouldn't drop my music for nobody.
Okay.
I don't think I could ever do that, even if I don't blow. Like I wouldn't. I just music is in me.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
just drop. I can't
Yeah.
just drop that.
No, that
but,
makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, that's a possibility.
Dude, he's gonna come back married. I'm telling
Watch.
you. I already
Watch.
I have a feeling there's something different about this trip. Like, cause Avery's gone. This is what now your fourth time
This is
going to
my
Australia.
fourth, yeah.
Nice.
I feel something different about this one. Like, I mean, I think this is the longest you're going, right? This is the most cities you're doing.
It's more cities. Yeah.
This is the most shows. You have some festivals out there. I think it's this is probably the biggest opportunity you've had out there so far, and something just feels different about this. I
Let's
feel like
start
you're gonna come back and
manifesting it,
we're gonna manifest it for you. We're gonna put it out there for you.
Sheesh.
Because I'm trying to, I just want to be behind the scenes. Like, I just want to be your friend on 90 Day Fiancé. You know what I mean? I just want to see how the production
Oh my
works. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see behind the
Hey, Dree
scenes.
don't care. He just
I want
want
to
me
go
to
to the
get on 90 Day
reunion.
Fiancé.
Yeah.
Yo, Dree's
It's
gonna be
selfish.
the first.
It's selfish for me, but
Dree's
yeah.
gonna be the first person. If I tell him, I'll be like, yo, like I met this girl. He's really cool.
I'm like, I got
He's
you a
like, "Oh, for
lawyer
real?"
already. I got you an immigration lawyer, bro. Like,
he
we're
like,
good.
he like for real. He like for real, bro. Like, you serious about this one for real? All right, cool. Lifetime. I got you one. I got
That's not
you.
Lifetime.
Is it
TLC.
Lifetime?
TLC, the learning
I got
channel,
you.
bro.
I
Come
got
on.
you one. I got you one. And you gonna hit them up? They're gonna be like, Dree, you are our best subscriber. We got you.
Yeah.
They gonna put- they gonna-
I don't pay for the subscription. I guess. I got some connections, but
Yeah. But you are one of their like biggest spokespersons.
I definitely am. I talk about 90 Day Fiancé more than I talk about
You
anything
talk about
else.
all those TLC shows, fool. Like, what's
Milf
the
Manor. Milf Manor.
Like, yeah.
Milf Manor's popping right now. Milf Manor just had their
Hey,
live
I ain't
season.
gonna lie
Do
though.
you really
I'm
watch
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I swear.
You watch it? Have you
No,
watched
but
it?
my mom
I
does.
swear, if
Dude, me and your mom get along really well.
I swear, if a girl, if I was serious about a girl, I would definitely go on that difference. I'm not lying.
Really?
Like, I for sure would do it. For sure, because I would boost. Like, I would boost up my career. Like, I'm not saying that I would have like the best rap fans in the world, but I would have fans because of the show.
So you go on the show for your rap career?
Yes.
You wouldn't go on the show to actually find.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Because
he's sounding like, what's his name?
Usman.
Yeah,
Soulja Boy.
We got Usman number 2 here.
Soulja Boy.
Oh, I'm down. I'm actually down.
No, the point is to not be like we gotta find a genuine connection because that's the ones, that's the couples that stick. Those are the couples that we love, bro. We love the couples that are genuine.
If they got a baby girl Lisa out there, what's up?
Baby girl Lisa.
Baby girl Lisa in Australia.
Baby girl Lisa's old, bro. His new girl is Kimberly. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna have another girl in the next season. I'm sure because he's gold, bro. He's gold content.
It's gonna be a Australian lady that looks like Kimberly or baby girl Lisa that's named Bertrude.
You know, we had just real quick, because I was just thinking about this. We had a clip in the beginning of like our podcast where we talked about Hailee Steinfeld, and like that shit went kind of wild. We had like a post where you were talking about like Hailee Steinfeld
and the other lady. What's her name? Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer and Hailee Steinfeld. We were talking about that, and we put like a little short, and we got like hella views on that talking about Hailee Steinfeld.
Yeah.
So maybe now that we got the real thing, you know, maybe we can actually get some more views, some subscribers. You know.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to shout out to you. But no, honestly, we really miss you, and like I'm glad that you're back. Obviously, I'm sad. I'm not sad. You're young. You still have a lot to do, and you have a long way to go.
How old do you guys think I am? Do you guys know how old I am?
You're probably like
25
now.
26, 25?
25, 26? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're like 25 now.
25?
Yeah.
Okay.
How old are you? Well, we don't have to.
Yeah.
No,
we'll talk
go
about
ahead.
it.
It's okay.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Are you really only 23?
I'm gonna be 24 in a
month. No wonder she's like, you guys are old as fuck.
You guys really are. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like because I feel like we've known you for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like
I have a lot of people.
Because I remember we had that birthday party at the old house for you. It was
no
like
way.
I
thought you.
How old were you? You were only like turning like.
Rose were the same age. You, Rose, and his girl. I thought y'all all were the same
age as Adrian. Yeah. I don't know how old Rose is.
Rose
older,
is like
no?
25, 26.
Yeah, Rose is older.
Oh,
I thought his girl was the same age, and y'all all was the same age.
Maybe she's older. I'm just.
Oh shoot, man, that's crazy.
So real quick, how do you know? Did you know Rose and Adrian from before us, or did you meet them through
because of
Avery?
them?
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Damn,
I feel like I met everybody because of Avery and Isaac. So
interesting.
Yeah, damn. Yeah. I thought y'all was.
That's how I feel too. I before I moved out here, I'm like all my friends that I know are from Avery, pretty much. Avery and Isaac, like
Matt.
Well, yeah, I have like two separate group of friends, like Matt and all them. Like I have all those friends, and I have you guys. But yeah, that's interesting.
You got your Orange County.
I got my Orange County white friends, and I got my LA minority friends.
You got your LA hood ass.
When you go back to Tucson to perform, do you see like a lot of your old homies?
Yeah, so like I have.
This is his first time performing in Tucson, actually.
First?
Ever.
Wow.
Yeah, so get your
tickets, nigga. Stop playing with my boy.
Yeah, seriously.
Stop playing with my boy.
I know.
This is his first. I think I scared Tofu.
Yeah, poor thing.
But get your tickets,
honestly,
man.
Fuck Tofu.
But he was sleeping off.
Yeah, nigga was asleep, bro.
It's funny because I've been keeping an eye on him because the whole entire time we've been talking, I've been watching him because last time he stood up on top of my laptop and almost pushed pause on the audio.
Oh, no.
I was so pissed. You don't understand. Like Avery's known me since he's known Tofu since we've had him, and it's been like a year and a half now that we've had him, and he's a menace to society, bro. He's like, he's the cutest little guy, but he's like a little shithead, bro. Like, you know he is. Yeah. Like, we're recording, he'll like run through us real quick, or like he'll like mess with the camera, or he'll mess with the lights, or he'll go on top of my laptop and sit on my laptop. He's just like a little shithead, but right now he's just sleeping in my computer chair, which is good. Just stay over there and chill, bro.
He's being cute.
Yeah. And he also took a shit as soon as Joce got here. So like, Joce.
That's true.
Yeah, Joce.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. It's okay.
Also, Avery confuses me, bro.
I also want to shout out Dre's hood setup right here. I just now noticed that. What the hell, bro?
Oh, the sheet.
Hey, hold up. I'm about to put this on the thing.
Record it and then we can put it in there.
This is hilarious, Dream. Okay. What you got going on?
You know what?
Right
so look, see that bottom part right there? Tofu did that. He broke the blinds so that way he can see through the window. He made his own little window hole so he can look at us when we're like coming home.
That is
so like when we come home, he like goes in underneath the blinds and he's like, meow. Like, but yeah. So back to the Tucson shit real quick.
Yeah.
So Obviously, I was born and raised in Tucson. I was there. I moved to California when I was 23, and now I'm 31, which sucks, but I'm 31. I had never performed over there because essentially I was doing music over there, and I went to school over there for audio engineering.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went to school for audio engineering over there.
Your bachelor's? Or you just got
it was like a certificate. It was like a certificate,
Okay.
like audio engineering certificate. But yeah, so I did that just basically so I could learn how to record, do all the stuff that we're doing, right? Like I do all this myself. The video, audio, editing, all this stuff myself. So I did all that so I can learn all this. But I never actually like really performed out there. I did shows in Phoenix, and then when I moved to California, I met Avery, and then that's how I started doing all my shows. I went to an open mic, and that's where I met Avery, and when I first moved here. But I have all my friends, all my family, everyone's still out there in Tucson. It's literally just me and my mom out here, you know? So, yeah. So when we go out there, I was expecting you guys to buy tickets, and I need you guys to buy tickets because I got hella fucking people out there, hella fans, hella friends, hella people. So, and hella family. My dad, so I was going to tell you, my real dad, I don't know if I ever really talked to you about this or not, but basically like I have a single mom. I'm an only child, right? But my real dad, he has 6 kids. Yeah. I'm the oldest, and then he has 5 kids after me, and just him alone, we've already sold like 11 tickets just from my dad and his kids and their friends, you know?
That's great that he's going, though.
Yeah, it's cool. So I don't know if I ever told, I might as well get to it on the podcast, but basically my dad was he was in prison for a long time, so most of my life he was in prison, and then he got out recently at the last year. And then I saw him for the first time in like I don't even know, like 5-6 years. And yeah, so we like reconnected. Now he's like doing good, and he's like reconnected with the family, and he's super excited for me to go out there. So I'm excited for him to go. And he was telling me, he's like, bro, we're gonna make signs. We're gonna he's like, we're gonna embarrass you. Like we're gonna make signs. Like he's like, you don't know, I'm gonna like embarrass you as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, whatever.
That's gonna make you look good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Hey, it's gonna be like one of the hip hop shows from like the hood. You know those shows where you go and then they go hard for one artist, and then Toki gets on, everybody leaves.
No, and, you know that's Avery's trick too, because I know you do that shit. Like we'll go to a show, and like Avery always gets a good crowd, right? And so like we'll go to a show, and like Avery will bring like 30-40 people in. We're all there, and we all watch Avery perform, and then after he's done performing, we all leave, and then the like headliner has no one.
I don't mean to do that,
but we don't do it on purpose. We do it when we don't like someone. When someone we don't like or they're an asshole, because we'll all stay and watch the headliner for the most part. But if it's like someone that we're like is being rude to us or something, we're like, all right, we're all out.
Yeah. I try to be cool to everybody.
But yeah, so it's gonna be cool going to Tucson and seeing like I mean, what I'm mostly excited about is not even going back to Tucson. Yeah, it's not even going back to Tucson for like to do the show and stuff and see my friends. Obviously, I'm excited because Avery's going. He's never been there, and then I have my friend Rodrigo. Shout out Rodrigo. He's also going with us, and so I'm excited to show them like the food out there, because there's like some really good food. Like you guys grew up eating LA dogs, like the LA like street dogs.
Right.
We have Sonoran dogs, which are like from Sonora, Mexico, that are just like these bomb ass like bacon wrapped hot dogs, same thing, but with beans, like the Mexican beans with this like Mexican like bread that's so bomb with like they do it up, and it's amazing, and it's gonna change your life. And I'm telling you, it's I can't wait for that. That's what I'm most excited about.
What are you gonna do if Avery hates it?
He won't. I already know Avery. Avery don't hate food.
That's true. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing about Avery, and I've known this since we've been friends, Avery's really picky, you know, and he hasn't tried a lot of things. Yeah. And I put him onto a lot of stuff like sushi and poke bowls, like poke. Like he like without me you wouldn't have poke, bro. I put you on a poke, you know what I mean? Like true. Different stuff like that. Like, you know, Cat, like every time Avery comes over, like Cat will try to be like, oh, eat this. It's like some Asian shit that he's never tried before, and for the most part, it's good. Like he had Korean spicy noodles the other day, like or like last week, which are like
the bulldog.
Hot.
Yeah, like the ones that are like the little like it's kind of like ramen, but it's like the black package. Exactly. And he was like dying. He was like, it needs more flavor, and he poured the whole thing on there, and then I was like, bro, you fucked up.
Idiot.
Like, you're dope. But it was good though, right?
Yeah, my nose was dripping, but that joint was fire. It was good. I just wish it wasn't that hot.
Yeah, same.
It was really good.
Well, we accidentally gave him the double XL too, which is like the crazy, crazy double X with like.
I like the carbonara.
Oh,
the carbonara
you know, one of the things y'all put me on that's really fire is that Cyclone place with the
beef sticks, the
Cyclone. What's it actually called?
Cyclo noodle.
No, the dish.
Sakoan, which is like beef sticks.
Yeah, that joint is fire.
Sakoan.
With the egg rolls.
I'm Cambodian.
I'm kosher.
Really?
I'm kosher. I'm legit Carter from Rush Hour.
yeah. Ever since I started dating Kat, Avery's like he learns all this Asian shit now.
Yeah.
Which is the same with me though.
The lie.
Talai means expensive.
The
and
lie.
Kamai, which is Cambodian.
That's the lie right there for sure. 100%.
The lie.
She Talai.
The lie.
Wait,
yeah.
Avery, what's your favorite type of food? I don't think I've ever asked you.
Definitely Korean barbecue.
Really?
Yeah, beef bulgogi is the best thing I've ever created.
Did you have Korean barbecue before you met me?
I did. But I haven't experienced it like we experienced it at Red Castle. Red Castle's a
Red Castle, shout out Red Castle.
Yeah, Red Castle.
We should go get Korean barbecue.
Because when the first time I went, so it's the first time I went to Korean barbecue. Man, it was early 2000, like 10, 11, something like that. This is my first time here. Somebody took me, and we had some weird stuff. Somebody like, it was like an actual like somebody wanted to manage me in music, and he took me to some Korean barbecue and gave me like hella weird stuff. I didn't have no like chicken, no beef. It was just like some weird stuff, and I hated it. And then Tim introduced me to Korean barbecue, but spicy chicken. Oh, okay. Didn't have beef bulgogi till I linked up with y'all.
Well, let me tell you real quick. This is how good Avery's become at eating Korean barbecue now. That he knows, because any experienced Korean barbecue eater, you don't order chicken. Chicken's like chicken.
Absolutely
it takes way too long to cook. You never know if it's like done. It doesn't taste that good. And Avery would always want to get chicken, but now we go to eat Korean barbecue with him. He's like, I ain't even touching the chicken. Like he doesn't order chicken anymore, which is dope. Like
in my defense, because he's partially right, but there was this last time. One of these last times we went to get Korean barbecue. We got chicken, and it tastes like shrimp, and it didn't sit right.
Like
with
they
me.
marinated it like next to the shrimp or something. It was gross. It tasted.
So after that,
it ruined his experience.
I haven't even ordered chicken.
Yeah,
but it does take a long time, and I get that. I just want to get to the beef bulgogi.
What was the first? Now that you're back in LA, what was the first thing you were like? Oh, I got to eat this or I got to get that. What'd you miss? What'd you miss about being in California?
We'll see.
Besides your mom.
The thing is, like, there's fast food joints out there, but like obviously we don't have Cane's, so like, but here's the problem. I was gone for, it doesn't seem like a long time, but when you go a year without eating Cane's, a year without eating In-N-Out, a year without eating Chick-fil-A, and you come back, it doesn't taste the same.
No?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like bad or good? Like you don't like it?
Yeah, I don't know about a year, but for me, 30 days.
Yep.
Like each time out of the country. So Amsterdam, Thailand, even Australia, 30 days. It tastes a little different.
Nasty.
A little,
not good.
A little different. Only certain places for me though.
Because you guys are eating like real gourmet and like nice food in other countries.
Is freaking fire. Like it's good in Amsterdam and
Spain
Australia.
it's good too.
It's good.
I know like the McDonald's over there have like different items and stuff, right? Like do they have like?
Yeah, but for the most part, I feel.
What were you eating out there? Like for the most part, like I mean, you were cooking your own stuff.
Yeah,
or like,
majority of the time I was always cooking.
Where'd you live? Like, did you have like did you stay at dorms or
no,
did you like
in my own apartment?
You had your own apartment?
Yeah, it was in like the ghettoest neighborhood of Barca. It's funny because I had a professor, because I finished my bachelor's, and the second I finished my bachelor's, I started my master's. There was no gap.
Yeah.
And right when I was finishing up my bachelor's, I was telling like my teacher like, hey, I need you to put in my grades because I need to send verification to my master's school, blah, blah, blah. And he had gone to Barcelona many times and he loved it. And he's like, whatever you do, don't live in the city called El Raval. And I was like, okay, cool. And I had already booked my apartment. I was like, I don't think that's where I'm living. I get home and I check and I'm living in El Raval.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, I'm going to die. I'm going to get stabbed. I'm going to get jumped. And every weekend, like, no joke, you see fist fights like outside super late because everyone's blackout drunk.
Yeah.
And nobody is like,
Can you drink on the streets?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They don't care. Yep.
That's why I like it. That's why I like Europe.
Yeah, that was a little scary, but then you get used to it, and then like you're cool with all your neighbors, and like it's just a nice feeling. Like I walked downstairs and I used to have like a CBD shop as my neighbor.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'd always like pass by and like say hi to the owner, like it's cool things like that. But
that's cool.
In terms of like you were saying fast food and like coming back, like Raising Cane's, the first time I had it, when I came back, I was like, this is trash.
Damn.
Trash. Damn. When I had Chick-fil-A, I was like, okay, like a little soggy, but whatever. When I had In-N-Out, smacked. Always smacks for me.
In-N-Out always smacks, right? Okay,
for sure.
I loved Olive Garden, like surprisingly. I went to Rome and had pasta in Rome, and I still wanted to come back and eat Olive Garden.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? My grandma came out here I don't know what for. I think she just came out here to kick it, but all of my family kicked it, and we went to Olive Garden. And my cousin, he's dating some girl that's Italian, straight from Italy, and she came. She didn't eat nothing there, and we asking her everything. She like, yeah, nah, that's not this. This is not. You know what I mean? And we sitting there busting it. We like, yo, this good anyways. And she like, oh no, like, and then my cousin, you know, Journey, the Hooper, he's like telling us like what he ate over there. I'm like, bro, it cannot be better than this, bro, because we was busting Olive Garden. Olive Garden's so good, bro.
Pasta over there is like next level. The steak over there is next level. Like just everything. Like I think when we went out there, so my friend Vio, her cousin, obviously they all live out there. Her cousin actually ordered us like this like crazy steak that was like. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like this like huge like T-bone steak that like they were able to cut like 7 steaks off of this one piece of meat for us, and it was incredible. Like that shit's like wild.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean it's next level. I mean I can't wait to go to back. The last place I went to we actually went to Hawaii like last month. We just got back from Hawaii like last month, and that was amazing.
He was out there with his toes out.
Is it worth it?
Oh my god, yes. Like.
Oh, you haven't been to Hawaii?
Amazing.
Never.
Oh, it's amazing.
Hawaii's amazing.
Yeah, Hawaii's
like it was like how you were saying, like how like the greenery and everything, like over there,
that's,
like
that's
like
crazy.
Hawaii's like next level. Like literally, it's like you're in a movie. Like it doesn't even feel real. Like it's like there was one part where we drove through this. We were driving actually to where they film like Jurassic Park and like King Kong and all those movies and stuff. So we're driving out there, and you go through this tunnel, like through a mountain, and as you come out of the mountain, like through out of the tunnel, Kat's brother-in-law, he was like, look behind you, and we like look behind us, and literally a mountain and like 17 waterfalls, like just like a green mountain with just like waterfalls all behind us. Just it was I can't even like it doesn't even like pictures, video, nothing like that I got like doesn't even do it justice. It was crazy. Like it literally, I thought there was dinosaurs out there. Like it was like, I was like, this is wild, bro. Yeah, it was wild.
I'm just waiting for like a good opportunity to go. I don't want to go to Hawaii just to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii because like
you have to go.
You know,
you and your man's got to just go take a trip. Just take a trip out there. You know, it's fun. It wasn't that. I mean, it was expensive, but it wasn't that expensive. Like as long as you get your flights like early, and you know, same thing as like going to Europe. You know, same thing.
Gotcha.
I think it's actually cheaper than going to Europe. So.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Europe's expensive. I'm going back in July for my graduation ceremony, and
damn,
tickets alone, man. It's like I understand why people are so turned off to go to Europe because it's just they look at that price ticket and they're like, absolutely not.
Like,
just Skype family going with you?
Skype me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your mom and your dad, everyone. Yeah. You have brothers and sisters?
I have a brother and a sister.
Damn.
But my brother is only going.
Are you the oldest, youngest,
middle child, baby?
Middle? Damn.
Middle child always.
Who's older?
My brother's older. My sister's younger.
Okay. Okay. I'm learning so much. I feel like I've known you so long, but I'm still learning. You know.
Of course.
That's dope, though. Well, okay. So what else we gotta talk about?
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be included, but do you guys like Lil Yachty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
He's alright.
I fuck with Lil Yachty.
I feel like Avery probably doesn't know.
At first,
I'll be real. I'm not a big fan.
When he first came out, he was a part of that whole wave of like the rappers that I didn't like.
Gotcha.
But as I've gotten to like see his like music and stuff, like I'm like his music's actually pretty good, and he has a lot of songs that I actually fuck with, and then he does write for a lot of people, which is cool. Like I like that he's multi-talented. Like he's not just making these stupid songs, like he's making good songs, and he's also writing for other artists, which I really appreciate, and I think that's cool. And he has good fashion and cool style and stuff, so like I think he's cool. Why?
He's alright. He's cool. I mean, I'm not like a fan, but like it's like
you know him or what?
He has a
Are you hanging out with him or what is he? She's like, hold up, Lil Yachty comes in. I'm like, shit, we need to boost this podcast. Like, you got connects or what?
No, I was just wondering because, like one thing that I haven't been able to talk about like with many people because I feel like nobody listens to him, and I feel like maybe you guys would be the best people to talk about. He dropped a new album like not too long ago.
I heard it's really good.
It's amazing.
Really?
I used to hate Yachty, and I hated him even more because my ex loved him. So I even like
that makes you really hate artists.
Really hated him. And
we'll get into that.
I went to round 2 one time. You guys know what round 2 is, right?
I know round 1.
Oh no.
Round 1
is it the same thing?
Break. Let's explain. So round 2 was like a consignment shop in Hollywood.
The shoes.
Yes. So I went to round 2 once with my ex, and Yachty just happened to be there.
Oh, that's dope.
But obviously, like, I mean, Avery, maybe you can understand, but like when you live in LA, like you're bound to see celebrities.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, I don't care. I'm walking in the store and getting my shoes.
Yeah.
And my ex was like a puddle on the floor. He was so shook because he's an OC boy, and he just couldn't believe that like he saw Yachty. And I'm like, bro, get over it. Like, just get in the store and let's get our shoes. But after that, and obviously like the fool's long gone, then when he drops this album, I'm like, dang, this is so good.
You like want to hate it, but you like
I
like
know,
it. Yeah,
it's
you're
so,
like, well,
so good.
I've been there before. I trust me.
But it's a sound that like, it's so unique to me. I've never heard it before. And that's why I was kind of asking Avery earlier, like, if he was considering changing up his style, just because I know, like, so many rappers in the industry are doing it right now, like Yachty. Like, that album is literally so unique on so many levels, and the inspirations behind it is so cool. So I think it's an album you should definitely check out.
I'm going to download that tonight.
You really
I'll check
should.
it out.
I have it on replay every day, once a day.
Okay.
Yeah,
what's
I'll
the
check it
best song to listen to on there?
Oh, there's so many.
Give me what should I listen to first, like, so I know what to like get into.
I would.
You gotta draw me in. You gotta draw me in.
Do you like bumpy vibes, or do you like
I like vibes.
very chill vibes?
Just either one. I like vibes. Just vibes in general. I like bass lines. I like bass. I like funk. I like.
Okay, so I think the first song, it's called "The Black Semihole," I believe.
Okay.
It's just like mostly instrumental, but it's just wicked instrumentals.
Okay.
So I think you'd like that. It's a 7-minute song, so just kind of
That's
bear
dope.
through
No, that's
it.
cool. I like that.
But then you also have songs like "Drive Me Crazy" that are like very like groovy, and it's just
I
like,
love groovy.
You know, like you wouldn't expect it from him, but it's just brilliant.
You know what's funny is ever since I've been dating Kat, you know my new thing is, and Avery's gonna already know.
Oh no.
K-pop.
Really?
I love K-pop now.
Oh my god!
I was telling. So I actually bought tickets to the Drake concert.
Okay.
Which
Oh, he
Speaking
rich.
of which, I haven't treated myself in a long time, and as soon as I saw that they announced the tour for Drake, this is also going on your topic of like hating the artist because your ex liked them. I had this girl that I dated. She was like really into Drake, and she used to tell me that like when I had my hair shaved and the beard and stuff, she used to tell me I looked like a Mexican Drake, and she would call me like her Drizzy Dree and all this stuff. Right? Tell me about it, dude. I wanted to kill. I want to kill myself just even saying that sentence, you know. But because of that, and I loved Drake. Like Drake was like my artist. Like before anybody really fucked with Drake, I was listening to his mixtapes in high school. When I was like a sophomore, junior in high school, that was like 2008, 2007, 2008. I was listening to Drake like Comeback Season and like those like mixtapes.
Yeah.
And I always tell people like I got in an argument with my stepdad because my stepdad's always been into hip hop, and I told him, I'm like, Drake's gonna be the biggest artist, like just wait, like, and he's like, nah, I've seen Drake artists like that come and go, he's gonna fall off. And then now when Drake releases something, I send it to him just because I want him to see like just be petty. But so I always fucked with Drake, and then I started dating that girl. She really fucked with Drake, and then she called me all that shit, and then I hate her now. She sucks. Fuck you. And
oh my goodness.
no, it's fine. No, she's cool. Whatever. Who cares? I don't hold grudges. But yeah, essentially, ever since that, like that turned me off to Drake so much that I was like, fuck Drake. Bro. I don't even listen to Drake no more. But I still fuck with Drake. And so, anyways, he announces that he's going on this tour. If he was going on a tour with like Future or anybody else, I probably wouldn't have gone. But I like 21 Savage, so I was like,
21.
yeah, 21's dope as fuck. So I was like, yep, see,
Love 21.
damn, okay, see.
21 is one rapper that if I ever met in person, I would be that girl who tries to kiss him.
You'd be the puddle. Oh,
I swear, I don't know what it
You'd
is about
kiss him.
21, but it's that dirty
It's an
like,
dagger.
vibe in that face that I'm just like, oh my god.
You said dirty?
Yes. You don't look at 21 and think like, oh, he looks dirty. Like he looks like he needs to shower or something.
I mean, I look at Kodak like that.
Yeah,
Kodak definitely needs to shower.
Because of the hair
Yeah.
adds to it, you know.
Nah,
But like
Kodak's
21,
teeth too. Like
21,
I
I just
he
think
has
he
his
looks
gold in his teeth, but like
dirty.
Yeah.
But I want to kiss that man. Like,
yeah, 21's dope. And like the one thing I'll say, like the one thing about 21 is like his style is not a style that I would necessarily fuck with, but it's his lyrics.
Yeah.
Like the shit that he says, I'm like, bro, that's funny. Like even when I want to hate, like he says shit that I'm like, okay, that was good. That was a good line. That was a good bar. So, anyways, I ended up buying tickets for the show. I told my coworker, he's always been trying to get me to go to shows with him and stuff, and he was like, bro, like you know, if there's ever a show you want to go to, let me know. As soon as they announced that tour, like he ended up getting online buying the tickets, and we got them for like $260, which now the same tickets that I have right now are going for like $600, $700.
Dang.
Which I'm not gonna resell them, but if you guys want to, you know, if you give me a good price, maybe I'll do it. But yeah, so so we're gonna end up going to that concert. But what I was telling you, to bring it back to what I was saying, even though I'm going to see Drake, I was telling him, I'm like, the only people that I want to see that I'll probably pay to go see is like K-pop. Like, I want to go see Twice, and I want to go see Blackpink. I don't know if you know
the dances?
No, hell no.
From their music video?
I mean,
because at this point, like,
I'd be glued. I'd be glued.
Fiance, you're a TLC lover.
Yo, I'm so cultured, yo. It's insane. TLC like has made me so cultured. 90 Day Fiance. I know so much about different cultures now because of 90 Day Fiance, and then obviously dating Kat. She's Cambodian.
Right.
It's just different stuff, you know. Ever since I moved out of Tucson, honestly, because Tucson, where I'm from, it's literally it's white, black,
the
Mexican.
dirty tea.
Yeah, the dirty tea. It's like literally like it's white, Mexican, blacks. Like there's like some Asians sprinkled in here, but that's it, you know. And when I moved out here, it's like every culture, you know. Like that's what's cool. And so like before Kat, like I had never even met anybody that was Cambodian, you know what I mean? So like now I'm in this Cambodian world, you know?
History
and
of Cambodia
and then like
alone,
I'm learning, like my coworkers are like Korean and Vietnamese and like all this stuff, so I'm learning about all this stuff. But yeah, K-pop's my shit. So I don't know their dances, but I'd be glued to the TV looking at them because they're so pretty.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's so interesting.
Blackpink, shout out. Blackpink is a revolution, and Twice, you know, they're just cute as fuck. Twice is just cute.
Don't forget
so
BTS. They're my dogs.
Yeah, BTS is cool.
Yeah,
BTS is cool.
they my dogs.
I can't.
What's his name? J-Hope. J-Hope he's not BTS. The one that did the song with Cole.
Yeah, he's part of BTS, but they broke. Excuse me, they broke up because they didn't break up, but they like separated to their like own albums, and they're getting drafted by the Korean military, so they have to go to serve in the military. So.
Shout out to my dogs.
Yeah, whatever.
They cold. I like.
No, they're good. They're good. Yeah, I mean they're good. Like they have some really good songs. But yeah, that's what I listen to more K-pop than anything right now, which is really fucking crazy. I don't even listen to rap that much anymore.
Avery, do you have a top 5?
Artists, rappers, or artists?
Artists.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, Sade, J. Cole, Kendrick,
Dre Vinci. Adrian Blest now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I'll get into
change up his name.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'll tell you. I didn't want to cut you off, but
go ahead.
No, so basically, so like the whole we were talking about earlier how like my name, like how my neighbors call me like Dreester and Dreeski and all these things, right? Dreester. It's funny because like all throughout high school, like my name was obviously I was just Adrian, and my whole thing was like, man, I want a cool nickname. Like I don't have any cool nicknames. I'm like, what's Adrian? Like, you know, and so I was like Adrian. I was like Dree, that's cool. So I started going by Dree, and then my rap names were like Dree Drizzy, Dree the Prodigy, Young Dree, like all these stupid names. And my whole thing, I guess, because like my whole life I've been obsessed with hip hop, right? Since I was like in kindergarten, like that's always been my thing. I've always wanted to be a rapper. And when I was in, I always thought like I need a pseudonym. I need like a persona. Like I need to create this persona, right? So I was always like I look at like Ludacris or like Jay-Z or like none of these people use their real names. So I was always like, I want to create this persona. And then now that I'm like 30, like I was like, man, like I don't want to be a persona anymore. I don't want to be Dre Vinci. I don't want to be this character of Dre Vinci. I don't want to do that. I just want to be me. I just want to be Adrian, you know. I just want to go back to being Adrian. So I was like, I want to go back to being Adrian, but if I make music, I can't release music as just Adrian because that's just not going to come up on Apple Music. You know what I mean? So I was like, I need a name that's going to like Adrian something, like Adrian whatever. And my last name is Barone. So I was like Adrian B, you know, so I was trying to think of something with a B, and then I just thought of Blessed. And so yeah, Adrian Blessed. That's what I've come up with. I'm not super in love with it, but it's going to stick because at least I'm just Adrian, you know.
Nice.
So I'm just Adrian.
So that's why I've gone back to that.
Have you guys tried exploring rap music in different languages?
Yeah. I think like meeting like Kat's friends, like a lot of them like are different Asian ethnicities and stuff. They'll tell me like, oh, you should listen to this guy. He raps in Vietnamese, or this guy who raps in Korean or whatever. And I check him out, and it's pretty cool. But I haven't I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to it.
I've listened to a few like people from like Africa. Like I love
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah, well, the African vibe, like African.
Like,
what is what is it called? Like Afro beats and like Afro beats, Afro pop, all that stuff. Like that's just popping.
Asaki, that's really good. I really like him, and he's like straight African dude, but he's just like I don't know what he's saying, but it's like it's like hard. Like some of the words come out like like I don't even know what he's saying, but like it just sounds cool, super dope.
I'm
into African pop right now. Pop. I don't know what it's called. Afro pop.
What I really fuck with is like UK rap. I really like UK rap.
Yeah.
And I was talking to someone. I forgot who I was talking to about it, but I was like, I think the thing about like American hip hop and American rap is that we've kind of done everything there is to do, and said everything, and like everything that people say in like with an American accent is just like it's been done, and it's like kind of like cliche at this point. And like something about the UK rap where they're using new slang and using new words and saying things that you're like, oh, I've heard them say that before, but it just sounds so cool when they say it. You know what I mean? I think that's like that's kind of like popular.
I just seen your boy do a freestyle.
Central C, where he talks about like the different types of.
That is
it's really cool.
I wasn't trying to hate. I was just like, I just went in like, okay, everybody's trying to rap, and then I seen him, and somebody like put the comparisons to what he was saying, like it was his slang, the UK slang, talking about like America or something like that. I don't know, but that I was like, yo, that's really nice. That's really cool. And I rock with Stormzy. Stormzy is one of my top rappers right now. Like his last album just hit crazy. That Need You. This is what you need. Like,
have you been listening to other?
When you go to a club in Spain, for example, or maybe even across all of Europe, they don't play like really much English music. Okay. So I got to explore a lot of like French rappers, German rappers.
That's dope.
And this one German rapper I got put on by some friends out in Barca, and his name is Luciano.
That's a dope name.
But he raps pretty good. He has a really nice like tone. Okay. He has like one of those like deeper tones, like Pop Smoke vibes. But he had a feature with Lil Baby on one of his songs. Like he's blowing up. Damn. It's really, really cool to see.
It's crazy. I feel like international music is like, it's like I said, I think it's because like our American stuff has become like there's not really, these American artists aren't really popping like they used to anymore. Like it's become kind of like I said, cliche. It's like, and the German rappers or like the French rappers or whoever it may be, like it's just like this new sound and people just want that. So it's interesting to see that, you know.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
We gotta explore. Maybe when you're in Australia, you link up with some people out there that can you know any Australian rappers?
Yeah, there's a lot of people opening for me. So
get some features out there, get some records done.
We're supposed to be doing something in Perth. I think I'm doing like a cipher thing, but we'll see what's up.
Do you like ciphers? I was gonna ask you initially on this podcast.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do ciphers. We have the technology to do it now, but like back in the day, like it was hard to get like Tim to come out and be like, yo, can you film like 6 rappers?
Yeah. Well, you know, before we started this podcast, so you know, I had a podcast with Isaac where we do like the Caught Up podcast, which I think you were actually on, right? Yeah. You were on that, yeah. And then
you on that one too?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I'm on everybody's podcast.
She was on that one, and then that kind of fell apart. And then I ended up linking up with some dudes in Anaheim, called Fortress. Shout out Fortress. My boy AG. And we started a podcast out there, and it was called like the Rapper's Gambit, and like the kind of like basically what happened after the Caught Up podcast fell apart. One of the dudes from Fortress is like, is there any other podcast that you want to do? And I was like, well, I've always wanted to do like a hip hop podcast where I interview up and coming artists, and then like the whole thing would to be like have a freestyle at the end, like cypher, because I'm really good at freestyling. I don't want to toot my own horn.
I think it's really cool that you two are both good at freestyling, because I feel like people don't understand freestyling is hard.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Even build 2 sentences right now that rhyme that are really, really good.
Yeah, I can legit.
I really can't. So I give you guys major props.
Yeah, and I don't say it just to be like cocky. Like I'm legit really fucking good at freestyling. Like I worked really hard at it to get good at it, and so that was what I kind of built that podcast around. Was like, let's do a podcast where we interview up and coming artists, but then at the end we have a cipher, right? So like all of us kind of go on there, we all rap and do just freestyle, really cool. You know, because it tests like, are you an artist that just writes? Or are you an artist that can actually like spit? Like, are you a rapper? You know? So like that was kind of that podcast.
You spit?
I can rap, yeah.
Yeah, you can freestyle.
Can I hear you freestyle, or you won't do it for a podcast?
Yeah, I won't do it for podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta be in my zone.
Oh, okay.
Because this is going to the
I'll be
world.
up in my
so like,
zone.
I gotta make sure I'm in my zone
Next.
first. I gotta make sure I'm in my zone first because it's going out to the world. So I don't want to say nothing that's.
Well, I took a couple shots,
That's
so
crazy.
you know, I mean.
Wait, Dree, can you?
Yeah, I can. I mean, right now.
Yeah. You don't have to say much. You can literally...
Traffic. Looking for my chapstick. Feeling cut off.
There's a foreign map.
No, I can do. Yeah. No, I can do it. It's just we gotta get it. We gotta throw on a beat or something. I can do it. But
Yeah, somebody.
Gotcha.
I'm moving. Y'all know I'm moving. But so my new roommate. I met her yesterday. Lisa's roommate now. I met her yesterday, and she's a really cool chick, whatever. And she was like, "Oh, what do you do?" Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Oh, I'm an artist. You know what I mean? I do music and da da da." And right there, "Oh, can you freestyle?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like
it's the same thing.
It's like, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I get you want to hear this crazy thing, but I'm like, I'm not about to like if you were in a cipher and you was like that, I will freestyle for you for sure. But this is your first time hearing me. I'm about to give you my best.
Yeah.
So I just
spit a verse.
I just wrote her.
Like that,
I just spit her a written. She was like, "Oh, that's dope." I was like, "Now I can freestyle for you."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I want you to see my best. That's me personally. Like, I can get down on the freestyle for sure. Like, and you could check my off the dome meter for sure. But like, I want you to know that I'm an overall artist first before you think I'm a spitter.
Right.
You feel me? Because everybody be like, "Yeah, bro, you trying to freestyle? It's
but I think it's the same thing as like when you like comedians, right? Like when like people like because I watch like one thing that I'm really into besides hip hop is podcasts, and I watch a lot of like comedians that like do comedy podcasts, right? And they always talk about how when they meet someone and they tell them, "Oh, I'm a comedian," they're like, "Oh, tell me a joke," and it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I can't just tell you a joke, like you know what I mean? Like yeah. But no, the last time I think like because Kat has a couple friends and they were like, you know, they're like, "Oh, you rap," blah blah, and every time I tell them I rap, I'm like, they're like, "Oh, can you spit?" So one time I was actually like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So they threw on a beat real quick and I freestyle for them and they were like recording me and they were like, "What, bro? Like that's crazy! Like, oh my god, you're so good." I'm like, yeah,
It's a true
I'm really
talent.
good. Yeah,
it's a true craft.
I'm really good, but it's just you have to be in that zone, you know, or you have to be like in it. But maybe after this, we shut the cameras off.
We should do a little cipher after the cameras off and just go around
that'd be dope.
spitting bars.
You gonna spit bars?
I'll spit bars, but I can tell you right now they're gonna be the worst bars you've ever heard in your life.
She'd be like Balenciaga, Gaga.
I'm just gonna name all of the designer names, you know.
Oh shoot!
What's your favorite designer brand?
Oh, that's hard. I love Celine. I'm a minimalistic girl to like the heart, and Celine just like has literally that in their brand.
Have you thought about? Okay, so I know you're creative, and I know you're into fashion.
No.
Have you thought about like if you were to create your own brand, what it would be? No.
I don't see myself being my own boss, unfortunately. You know.
You will be. You're young still.
I want to work in a team. I want to collaborate.
But you could build
people.
your team,
right? You know, but like the thing is, like I don't know. Everyone when they hear like, oh, I like fashion, or I'm into fashion, or I study fashion, it's like the first thing they assume is, oh, like, do you want to open your own brand? Yeah. And it's like, no. Like, I really don't, because I don't think I'm creative enough to do that. I don't have ideas to do that, and I don't. It's just not like a passion of mine. So it would feel like so much hard work and labor, and I feel like there would be no fun out of it. So I'd rather design a store. If you guys opened up a store and you needed somebody to design it, I'd be like, call me and I'll be there and I'll make it look really good.
That'd be dope, because I feel like there's a lot of we live in LA, so it's like there's a lot of like artists and like celebrities out here that probably need your help to do that stuff. So like
probably call me.
Have you been looking like do you want to stay in LA and kind of like take what you've learned in Europe and apply it over here, or do you want to go back and just like fuck this and just want to go back?
Well, the thing is, like, so I have two goals. Number one, I want to buy a property in Europe.
Nice.
Most countries in Europe, if you buy a property, you get citizenship automatically. So that's the goal. If I know I want to live there for the rest of my life and I need citizenship somehow, then like I'll buy a property, you know? So the one goal is to save up to buy a property.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah.
I heard my mom was telling me something about like in like Italy, there's like places where you can like as long as you like buy like they'll sell you a piece of property for really cheap, but as long as you like invest in like staying there and fixing it up, like you can.
That's the one they pay you like $30,000.
Yeah, they pay you.
They have a lot of
but you gotta kind of like. You gotta really be like,
it's worth it.
You gotta have bread because you gotta fix up the place.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that, and then also like within these next few years, I really just want to gain experience hands-on though in visuals and in operations, because I feel like on the school side, operations isn't for everybody, so they don't really like deep dive and teach you it. We touched on visuals a bit, but it was things that like I already knew based off of experience. So I feel like experience is where I'm going to learn everything, and that's what I want to dedicate these next few years on, especially being in LA, because I feel like you get a lot of that experience here.
Yeah, there's a lot of brands out here and stuff that you can like work for. Like I mean, there's so many companies out here that like I mean, my friend Vio, she works for L'Oreal.
Nice.
You know, so she's a graphic designer for L'Oreal for Urban Decay.
That's awesome.
So she gets to like do all that stuff. So and I look at that, I'm like, that's so cool to like work for such a big brand. Like that's such a cool thing. So like, is that what you want to do? Like kind of like take that experience and kind of like maybe apply it to like a brand, like work for a brand or something.
No, I definitely want to be in a luxury brand. Okay. Definitely. So like Celine has my heart. Like it's not just a brand that I love, but it's a brand I'd want to work for. Like visual wise, like they're on point and it just matches my style. So
Celine, hit us up.
Yeah.
Right.
Celine, I know you're watching. So yeah, you know, we'll cut this clip out and send it to you guys. Put on your resume.
It's all right.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's dope though. So what's your next move? Now that you're
the next
back?
move is to get into a luxury store. Okay. Yeah, get into a luxury store. I'm in luxury now, but it's more like on the premium level. It's rising to be luxury, so I feel like it's still kind of baby, because to be a luxury brand, and something we learned about in school as well, it takes a lot of years because you got to build that heritage. Yeah. So brands don't become luxury overnight, even if you slap an expensive price tag on it. So the goal is to get into like an actual luxury store that's been luxury for a while. Any of the main houses, under any conglomerate, I'm open. You know,
Celine's your dream, but you're open to anything.
Celine's my dream, just because, like I said, I'm a minimalistic person, and creatively, that's how I think. You know, I'm not like thinking bright colors.
You're not thinking of like wearing a dress upside down.
I'm not thinking of wearing bright blue J. Cole shoes right now. So,
damn, got him.
Hey man,
got him.
Sorry, Avery.
Cold world.
Well, damn. Well, I feel like that's a good place to kind of finish things up. But is there anything else you want to say? Anything else anyone you want to shout out? Tell us your Instagrams, where to follow you, where to find you, because I know there's gonna be a lot of. She has a man, so be careful. Don't be coming at her DMs and shit. I already know you're gonna be trying, but don't.
Bro? What's the app,
I know,
bro?
seriously. Don't be trying to come at her DMs. This is like our little sister. We'll protect her over everyone. So don't be trying to come out at her.
I'm sending screenshots straight to Dree once I get one.
And we fight over here, bro. I watch a lot of UFC.
I don't fight. Dree can fight here. Man. I don't fight.
No, Instagram I guess is ASAP Joce, Joce. I really missed you guys.
I missed you too.
I hope you guys
honestly,
know that.
Seriously.
I really did miss you. I value you guys, like your friendship, your personalities, your vibes, everything. So I really wanted to make the time.
It's crazy. Like when he told me that you wanted to come on the podcast, I was like
annoying though. I was being that one annoying person, like, hey, let me be on your podcast. You know?
It's cool. Like, cause I honestly like
literally how I texted it to Avery. I was like, let me be on the podcast.
I didn't even know you were back. I thought you were still.
I didn't know you were back
I
either.
thought you were still in Europe and stuff. So like I was like when he told me like, oh hey, Josh wants to be on the podcast, I was like, what? Really? Like dope. Like I didn't even know she was here. Like let's go. Like let's get it going. So I'm honestly I'm just glad to see you. You know we love you. We have a lot of love for you, and we care about you a lot, and we want to see you succeed and do your thing. So yeah, whatever. You know.
She about to break the table.
I know.
My foot's too big, bro. I was trying to like kind of go like this. I was trying to go like this, but my feet is big as fuck.
What size are you?
12.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Avery?
Almost just 11.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were 13 for some reason.
It's just a big ass shoes.
It's
a J. Cole shoes.
And you know, it's funny. Every time she sees me, I got like big boot shoes on. Because I be wearing my Yeezys. Like they're like nice and a little slim and fit.
Yeah.
But like these and the foams, like. I mean, my J's are not that big.
You know, Avery's brother, he told me when I got the Jordans, he was like, he's like, those are cool, but just whatever you do, don't tuck your jeans underneath the tongue.
Yeah, no.
You don't do that? You put it over the tongue?
Over.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Gerard. I'm learning, bro. I have no.
How you used to wear them?
Gerard,
no, I just don't have any fashion sense at all. So like, I never wore Jordans like that.
You know, you probably like my brother's swag. Gerard got like way better.
Have I even met him?
Huh?
Have I even met him?
I think you have.
Yeah, I think you met him once at one of my release parties in like that sushi
Journey.
shop, that sushi place.
Journey, and I don't know his real name
Justice.
on Instagram. Sorry, Body Aid.
Adi.
I remember him.
But no, my brother was there. My mom was there. My whole family was there. You were there with one of your friends.
Oh, that's right. But I don't. remember your brother.
Don't remember my brother, but
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
yeah, you probably like.
You'll like his style.
He's like
he's very.
He's
not,
high fashion.
Brother dress you
he's
then?
high fashion because he's high fashion.
So
Avery and his brother are complete opposites.
Oh,
It's
okay.
insane. Like I always think I always laugh about this because like I love Avery and I love Gerard.
Mm-hmm.
They're complete opposites, but they are the same person. It's weird. Like when you meet Gerard, you're like, that's so Avery, but
Mm-hmm.
you're so opposite of Avery. It's the weirdest thing to me. Like I love hanging out with you guys because it's like it blows my mind. I didn't grow up with brothers and sisters, you know. So like for me, like seeing you guys together, it's like. It's so interesting. They have the same mannerisms. They talk the same.
Wow.
They make the same faces sometimes, and like just the things that they do, and like they have their own little language that they talk, and like they like be doing like weird shit with each other, like where they talk, they like legit, like they be like making weird faces to each other and talking weird and saying weird things to each other. But then like there's complete opposites. Like Avery's simple, like. Avery's simple. He's like this, you know, rapper doing this thing, and Gerard is like Gerard will smoke with me, drink with me. He'll like.
You would think Gerard is the rapper.
Yeah,
Really?
he is. I mean, he
Yeah,
sings.
he's like a suave, little pretty guy,
smooth
like
dude,
pretty.
Yeah.
What is his
pretty
name?
much,
you
yeah,
know
pretty
what I
much.
mean?
You know,
Like,
he's pretty much, you know. But yeah, we gotta get you with Gerard because Gerard's funny.
Yeah, Gerard, you would like.
He's like a stand-up
Gerard's
comedian
views.
all the time. It's like
Really?
it doesn't turn off. Like he just
That's
is constantly
cool.
comedian.
I
Yeah,
like those vibes.
He's cool. He's cool as fuck. But yeah. Well, we'll end at that. I think we had a pretty good conversation.
I think so, too.
I just want to say we love you from the bottom of our hearts. We love you so much, and we like. I'm so glad you're back. If there's anything we can do to help you, you know, move forward,
Thank you.
let us know.
Likewise.
And yeah, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks,
I think this is
guys.
good. I think we're gonna get a lot of. We have we skew mostly male audience,
Yeah, I
so
figured.
I think they're gonna be very happy with this episode.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be like, oh, she's cute.
that?
Like,
Is that Hailee Steinfeld?
yeah, exactly.
There it is.
Yeah.
Clickbait right
But
there.
Um,
Is that Hailee Steinfeld?
But yeah, anything else you want to say before
That's
you go?
it. Other than thank you guys for having me here. I had a great time.
I
And I'm
appreciate
looking
you.
forward to this after hours cipher.
yeah. Cameras going off and we're getting wild, boy. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching. Once again, like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, do all that shit. If you haven't bought tickets for the shows, buy fucking tickets. I don't know if this
Nah,
episode's
buy
gonna
them
come
now.
out this week. We're probably already gonna be done with the shows by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
But if you guys came to the show, we appreciate you. If you didn't come to the show, fuck you. I'm just playing.
Wait, but
No,
I'm not going.
I'm just kidding. Like I said, if you didn't come to the show, fuck you. I'll play,
you heard him right.
But we love you guys. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. You know, I'm Adrian Blest.
I'm Avery
Harden. We got ASAP Joce on the podcast, and we love you guys. Another episode of Above the Multiverse podcast. Peace.